definitely going to be seeing how both of them are going to start off again, especially with the little experience they've had against each other just a few moments ago. Already both of them playing safe, and Frijoles is opting to just try to hit from overhead, but still gets bursted out.
Yeah, Kensei has got to be aware of the mini Faust. It does clip him, but Kensei's still in a pretty decent spot. Has the Afro on him. Wait a minute. This is actually a really sick combo from Frijoles as he finds the meteor and gets the high hit, so that way he gets the wall splat and the wall break.
Ooh, and then up right after the BRC, able to throw out of the air. Frijoles already with a very strong start. How are we going to continue it? Able to poke out the fireball, already send Kensei into the corner. And yeah, just throw items down. Make sure they can't escape. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the items that you do throw out, though, as Kensei sending that bomb back to sender. Okay, here's the mini Faust. Oh, we're going fishing. Has to burst. Oh, there's a meteor. Not blocking. This is actually really bad for Kensei. No burst to work with. Very little tension at this point. Also has to deal with a mini Faust. No.
Oh, nice DP though, but gets thrown in the air nonetheless. Frijoles going to be able to swing out their first point.
Yeah, Frijoles. Again, I'm not sure if it was a little bit of scouting with the false start, but Frijoles definitely seems to have their eye locked in tonight. Admittedly, this is first game, so it might be that both of our players are a little cold. Frijoles just might have their eye locked in sooner, but we shall see. Can Kensei even things up really quickly?
That's going to be the true question.
Yeah, we can already see Frijoles has a really nice start, although jumping the command grab, Kensei.
Trying to flip in. Can we create an opening here? Nice stun dipper. Going to be able to secure a fireball. Still get bursted out though.
Picked up the trumpet. Kensei wasn't looking for it.
Both of them just playing a little full screen right now. Both of them itching in, but you gotta watch out when Kensei's in the air because their air normals go crazy, especially when they got you on the wall trying to flip it again. Break that wall. Kensei's already starting to come back.
Yeah, Kensei warming up the old diesel engine here. First game. No, you can't really cold start. But now that you're all warmed up, here we go. This is the Kensei that we are all used to seeing.
Absolutely, but still gotta watch out for their fireballs being crouched. Doesn't even matter. Starting up a combo, got you on the wall, gonna be able to break it. No hard knockdown, but at least we're gonna get some crazy positive tension. But gotta watch out for the dive scalpel.
Mix, opposite side. We got these mix combos. What's all this? Oh! Teleport! And also draws out burst from Kensei. Frijoles still in it. Also still has burst to work with. Wait a minute!
Here's the gold burst just to get out of that fireball. Dive scalpel though, able to get them out of the corner. Just whirlwind them all the way to the other side of the stage. Put the Afro on yourself. Tap does. RRC could be the round going to Frijoles if they keep it up. Yes, they do.
Great adaptation. Picking up the Afro so that way you got the bounce on the paper bag bomb. Frijoles a little bit lacking on the burst economy here, but we can already see their game plan has been working out for them. Kensei on the offense now has to open up Frijoles. It's a really high hit. He's able to convert that into some massive damage.
And there it is. Just needed to get in there, get a kick, get a 2P, then you're done.
You're done, kid. Kensei, Frijoles, splitting first two. We're in a best of 3 territory, technically.
Yeah, pretty much, you know, just a little bit of training going toe-to-toe beforehand. Now starting the best of 3 situation since the first games pretty much just nullified each other out here. But that doesn't mean that they were for nothing because now both of them have training against one another. They're starting to learn each other's habits.
Absolutely, and we can already see it. Kensei, oh, I didn't even see that Frijoles got that meteor there. I don't think Kensei did either. Getting clipped on the very edge. The paper bag bomb actually backfiring on Frijoles, forcing the burst out on their side.
Getting hit though, anti-air, and the flip coming into Kensei, trying to lock down the corner, able to get tap dust into RRC just a little bit more. Frijoles gonna be going to another side of the stage. Kensei gonna be taking a little bit of a short lead right now.
Going into this round 2 though, Kensei not working with as much burst as Frijoles is. Wait a minute, Frijoles spending 50 on the deflect shield, not really working out at all. Their Sacred Edge to go through the wall. Frijoles maybe has one guess.
You're not guessing. You're not guessing.
Not at all, and Kensei just running through that game, taking the 2-1 lead.
Nice job from Kensei.
Yeah, Frijoles needs to find an answer, and fast.
Yes, especially because we're seeing a lot of times, especially in that last round too. Once Kensei starts, they do not stop. They don't stop for anything. They're gonna be able to find the openings against you.
Yes, indeedy, and here we go. Frijoles, can you convert? Can you bring us to a Game 5 situation? You're already off to a really nice start. Kensei forcing the burst early. Actually, some pretty decent item RNG with the meteor. Okay, Frijoles, no, can't get the full corner carry and force the burst as well. Pretty late in the round. Oh no. Ooh, what a PRC!
Very good bait coming out from Frijoles there, you know, trying to keep up the momentum. A little bit of a trade, dodge the fireball, trying to jump in, able to find your hit there. There we go, Frijoles going to be able to find their footing in that round, able to play some distance against Kensei and jump in when it truly matters. But again, you got to remember, Kai's very good at the jumping game, able to get another connect on you and send you flying after 2 jumps.
60% already gone off of Frijoles' side. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. We're going to be crushing some ankles. We're going to be going through the wall very shortly. What's the damage?
Okay. About 40 now, 50% off of Kensei. And getting swept too, forcing the burst. Didn't watch the teleport, but now they're going to be getting punished for that as Frijoles trying to get in, gets the Afro in the shock state. Does that truly matter? It might in a second.
Right, the lightning comes out, got blocked, but had enough tension to RC that. Okay, Afro's lit on fire. We're going to save this one for later. Never mind, we're going to try and apply it on a Kensei. We actually do. There's another fire syringe. Frijoles finds the opening after relentless pressure, and we are already up to a Game 5.
Game 5 on the first game of the night. You gotta love it.
Yup. Here we go. This is to really figure out or this is to really just start off on the right foot tonight as this is both players' first match. Got the mini Faust out, already locking down Kensei. Frijoles is too far for the command grab though.
Fine, Kensei able to jab out, block the gold burst, but still able to make distance as now find your poke. Kensei's going to be able to PRC though out of the super, very strong coming out from Frijoles, especially since you're mixing right after, leaving the Afro. Unlock, but watch out for that DP!
Yes, indeed, gotta be careful. Frijoles though, unrelenting with the pressure. And we're going to be taking some ankles, but I think the scaling's a little too high. I think Kensei's going to just barely survive.
Yes, and they do pretty much one last lifeline on this round, but gets hit.
Okay, Frijoles to go up 1-0 in tonight's ladder. Looking to really take almost an upset against Kensei to start things off tonight, although Kensei, no, not careful of the bomb!
Still though, they're just rushing ahead, trying to find the opening against Frijoles, but they're still trying to make some distance. Can't watch out for the stun dipper. You're gonna get moved up on this. Could be wall break if they keep it up. They weren't able to, as now Frijoles gonna be able to escape after that RRC, set up a bomb, try to swing it in. Bad about a swing, try to get a hammer. What are we gonna find for an opening?
Not sure, but good Future arc. Kensei finds the counter hit, and we're going to a last round.
Final game, final round situation. Pretty much everything is set on here. Everything before was training, and now comes the real deal, and Kensei knows exactly how much this matters, but so does Frijoles.
Kensei as well, using some of their burst for that wild assault. Frijoles finds the hit. This is actually going to be going through the wall. Yeah, combo scaling is going to be significant from here. Kensei, though, still in a last touch situation. Potentially, although 50% to work with the burst meter, finds the hit. Here we go.
Ducked under. Frijoles, how are you going to get out of the corner here? Able to find a jump. Pull the super. Pretty much pull everything out from your bag. Can we find our opening here?
It's so close. Kensei needs to be careful of the bomb. Needs to be careful of anything that Frijoles pulls out. It slips on the banana peel, and the forward kick will mean that Frijoles.
Duel 1.
Okay, gonna be seeing the Johnny versus the Ram already. Neko trying to float over MJ. You know, find that very strong opening, throwing one of her great swords. Gonna be able to combo that into a throw.
Yeah, Jonathan, obviously a very strong player or very strong character in the current patch. You can also see Ramlethal for a while was just absolutely broken, although after a couple of patches has been a little bit more normalized, but still on the top of the tier list. MJ leading pretty heavily, but can turn things around just as we're seeing right now. We have a card set. There's a guard crush. Finds a stray hit, and Senga and the Joker trick as well. Or no, not Joker trick. Just giving out the J. We're going through the wall.
And just jump straight into a throw. Nothing else. MjKurase already going to be able to take that first round. Seeing how this next one goes off. Already MjKurase just like, alright, I'm kicking in. I'm going to wild assault in. I'm going to tap dust you. And we're already breaking wall. Hasn't even been 10 seconds yet. And Neko already starting to figure out what they got to do. But these misfinders just keep hitting.
Absolutely as well. We're giving out another J, and Neko Overlord still has burst to work with, but needs to use it and use it fast. Block on the Nsenga, but the simple throw to seal it up. MjKurase on the warpath goes up 1 game.
Already up a game. MjKurase, especially with how quick that was, especially in the second round, just being able to go in, kick, misfinder, wild assault, everything, put everything on the table, and be able to make sure Neko couldn't even use their burst.
Yes, indeedy. So what is the adaptation from Neko? We'll find out in just a minute. No, MjKurase gets the round start, but not the full conversion. Guard crush, good backdash to avoid the throw.
Nice jump in, gonna be able to send Neko flying. And they figure something out off of this neutral. No, getting swept. Gotta watch out for misfinder potentially happening here.
Instant air, not blocking, standing. MjKurase continuing with another perfect. Neko just looking a little lost here.
Gotta figure out something. Able to get the throw off of MjKurase's jump in. Now has MjKurase in the corner, but immediately gonna be able to make their way out. Not so fast just yet.
Burst being traded off of both sides. Meanwhile, we're heading back to mid screen. Never mind. Neko Overlord finds a really good hit. Going to probably wall break here. Doesn't use the tension for the hard knockdown. Just wants the regular positive bonus.
Absolutely nice misfiner. Gonna be taking you all the way to the wall. PRC first though. Gonna be able to break it. We do not have tension, but now we're gonna be able to get some more. Jump over the reversal, but not over this PRC.
Wait a minute, Neko. It's not a hard knockdown. What's the setup? Wait. Neko. Okay. Just a falling sword to do it. Neko staying alive here.
Falling sword heals all and is still trying to put in work for Neko. Bursts it out, but that's fine. Tried to find an air jump in, wasn't able to find it. Finds this opening though. MjKurase stuck in the corner and guard crushed. One more sword left. Gotta make sure no more swords left for Neko. Could be bad here, but they're still keeping the lock-in.
Although swords finally starting to get refunded, but having to block. MjKurase find that hard knockdown. Wait, never mind. There's the Joker trick, and you are dead.
Dead indeed. 2-0 right now for MjKurase, as Neko Overlord, starting to show some signs of life in that second game, but still gotta lock it down just a little bit more.
Absolutely, and no harder opponent to try and lock it down against than MjKurase, one of the premier Johnny pilots of this game. We're gonna see, can Neko Overlord put things together? Can they get on the board? Or is MJ going to leave this game with a clean 3-0?
Bursting in the corner, just trying to keep Neko Overlord in there. Can we find an opening from the misfiner? The PRC gonna do us in because Neko Overlord saw that coming, able to find their opening, able to throw a great sword, but now with both of them gone, you have to force the burst here, and you're not going to be able to keep MjKurase down for long.
MjKurase making their way back to mid-screen. Neko does have both swords back. Morabato reversal will be the option. It connects, and we should be able to go through the wall with this one. We do. Not enough tension, though.
Nice backdash against the BRC. Able to find the misfiner here. Watch out for Neko's BRC, though, as they're jumping in. Find the kick you down. Now, MjKurase got to figure out if they can make a comeback in this round. Already trying to zone out a little bit with some misfiners. Trying to go in. Finds one on the low. And can we find another one off of this card? No, we can't.
Block on the Nsenga. And yeah, Neko Overlord starting to put things all together. We need a minute. MjKurase on the warpath. Walls out burst from Neko Overlord. We're about even now. Neko Overlord goes for the reversal, gets blocked, and will this kill from Joker Trick? No, just barely not.
One more sign of life, but it's getting taken out immediately there. Great call out before from MjKurase, especially able to block against the super, knowing that that was going to come out from Neko Overlord. Now keeping them in the corner. Still got to find your opening. Got to remember, though, Neko's got some crazy range on those great swords. So you got to make sure you keep your distance just a little bit, especially since you're playing Johnny. You got misfiner.
Absolutely, and we can already see Neko also working with a burst advantage right now. Should have burst back within the next 5 seconds, I would guess. Maybe a little bit later. Although, big counter hit here. Yeah, confirming the Joker Trick. That is last 20% left on Neko Overlord. Gets clipped low. Has to deal with this card somehow.
He's so patient. The whiffed grab, though, is the perfect opportunity for Neko Overlord to come back here, trying to go from the west coast to the east coast. Find your opening. Good lord! But drops it! Ooh.
That's a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker. Low Tiger Shot as and then medium and fast high tiger shot. But here we go. We'll get into more Sagat talk later as Lurry versus Darkstrider.
Okay, now we went from one of your local players to one of mine. Especially since, you know, I've seen Lurry lately doing a little bit of Chipp, but now I see they're back on Faust, trying to play them again.
Right, I did see Lurry in one of the onlines as Chipp, and I was questioning what he was on.
It was weird too. I remember a while ago we had a conversation. I forgot like what it was. It was about Chipp and how he felt in Strive. We did like one of the other non-usual locals. So after that conversation, I was like, dang, you're playing Chipp after that? That's kind of crazy, but you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I mean, I can kind of see it, like keeping the Chipp as a pocket for some like really awful matchups for Faust, but honestly, I don't think Lurry needs it, as Lurry just sort of sped run that first round and already looking to take control of his first game. As Darkstrider, not in a very good spot, has to give up burst after the wall bounce. Although, wait a minute, the pounce doing its job, but the instant teleport PRC throw will seal it up for Lurry.
Lurry already going to be able to take that game in really quick fashion, but Darkstrider can still make a comeback here. Of course, they are on Ramlethal, and if Lurry is still playing Chipp, you know, keeping it in the pocket like you said, I could see too why Chipp is not on the screen. As a Chipp one trick, I hate playing against Rams, and I really tried to enunciate that hate, because yeah, no, the matchup's terrible for Chipp, so I would not play Chipp here personally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see it as well, just because Ramlethal can challenge Faust sort of at the same ranges that Faust wants to stay in, especially while she still has the great swords. Although Lurry managing to mix out of the corner. Here we go. Great sword starting to come back for Darkstrider, but this is just looking rough for them.
Absolutely able to kick them before the great sword even falls down. Get another opening. Literally 1 HP for Darkstrider. Going to RRC, puts you into the corner. Can we get the wall break here? Yes, we can. But we do not have enough bar for a super wall break. It's going to be a-okay. I'm alive.
Instant teleport into PRC, into 5P, into the round 1. Although we can already see Darkstrider with a really strong round start, forcing Lurry to burst pretty well after losing about 50% of health. Okay, Darkstrider, actually really good knowledge, just waiting for the mix to cross over, so that way the burst will send Lurry in the corner. Ooh. Nice.
Okay, gets the banana set up. Slipped on your own banana, but it allowed you to dodge that grab. Wait a minute, I understand the vision.
Lurry, just the absolute nut here. Mix into the corner. There's another one. There's a bomb, but it's not going to be a factor. Darkstrider just swinging, tying things up 1 round apiece.
Darkstrider able to come back there, but not able to come back from these pokes, while the Salt keep your pressure on point, but you get grabbed. Now you're in the corner, Lurry. How are you going to be able to get out? You can't keep blocking forever, bud.
Not blocking forever, indeed. Gets hit by the charge dust. Lurry down to a last touch situation, potentially, as I don't think this burst is going to come back anytime soon. Has to use the YRC. Does get a stray hit on Darkstrider to get a little bit of space.
Tried to mash out there, wasn't able to, and one more hit means Darkstrider is going to be able to tie up the score 1-1.
Yeah. Good. Man, I'm not even sure what Darkstrider found during the middle of that second game, but it seemed like they were just all gas, no brakes, throwing caution to the wind and the swords. And Lurry just didn't seem to have any response to it at all as we go into this third game.
Okay, game 3. How are we already starting off? Already forcing the burst from Dark Strider, but the same thing can be said for yourself here, Lurry. Trying to go in there, might try to throw out some more items, but they got to get space first. Going for the mix. Can we knock them down?
Looks like it. We're giving Ramlethal a new do and setting it on fire. There's a donut for ya. Oh, a minute. Bomb is a factor.
Your own bomb might have done you in there, Lurry, but it's fine. You still got health. There's always the potential for a comeback. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ramlethal / will do it. Dark Strider taking the early lead in this third game. Trying to take the lead in this match right now. Forced to give up first early. There's the trumpet. Lurry's got to be careful. No, he gets hit.
It's okay, especially because, again, you're still trying to poke. Gotta watch out for Dark Strider's burst, though. How are we gonna make our way back in? Trying to play so patient. Dial Scalpel. Ooh, still gets hit, though.
Throw is the option. Gotta be careful because of the rock and the 2 sword throws. Okay, Lurry finds an opening. Mix to force to the mid-screen. Teleport opposite side. That's gonna be enough.
There you go, Lurry. Gonna be able to make your way back. Already trying to space out a little bit, but still gets poked again. Dark Strider really trying to lay the pressure right now.
Absolutely. Dark Strider again, all gas, no brakes, although Lurry finds a very solid counter hit. Go, my son, hold down the neutral.
There you go. Command grab. Your son is back. He has returned to you, but the YRC is also going to be returning to you, but that's fine. You got fire on the throw.
Absolutely. Banana Peel comes into play. Opposite side, mix. Dark Strider forced to burst.
Just bombing literally Hyperkumaru gameplay, trying to come back in with the banana. The YRC got slipped on by the banana! Good lord!
Comedy at its finest. Lurry takes the 2-1 lead.
Oh my goodness. Props to Lurry there. Chat, you gotta clip that. The YRC being taken down by the banana. The evil has been defeated. But speaking of Lurry, just want to shout this out real quick. I did see this in the last match, did notice this. That sponsor, SQXL, is in reference to XQXL, happening September 27th to 28th in Durham, North Carolina. 2-day anime FGC tournaments, Guilty Gear Strive, Granblue, Uni, you name it, plus Kill la Kill. So if you want to play some games, come on down North Carolina. Just gotta plug that real quick.
I might have to buy a plane ticket, but we'll think about that later. Right now, Lurry, half health. Dark Strider doing a fantastic job fighting Lurry at range. Although Lurry finds their way in, mix. Conversion, but doesn't get the golf swing. The long range scalpel. Another mix to continue pressure.
Nice round coming out there from Lurry, and this could potentially be set point if Lurry locks in here and channels that banana once again. Strikes lightning twice in a bottle, maybe. How do you say it?
Dark Strider looking a lot worse for wear. Gets command grab, has to deal with the throw on fire. Gold burst to just try and get some space, but I think this will be it. Lurry finds the kill.
Nice job there coming out from Lurry. Ooh, gaysexlegend versus Mikesaftig? Okay.
Yeah, Jodo, aka gaysexlegend, and Mikesaftig both entered the factory, which is a fantastic Tuesday afternoon tournament yesterday. I think they both might have played each other. I don't remember who won, but Mikesaftig already off to a nice start. Jodo, last 10% right away. It's barely been 15 seconds.
goodness, Mikesaftig already putting in the work. Also gotta shout out that they're finally back on Soul Badguy. Saw them on Breakout 2 and was mainly playing Kai, but it looks like they're back on Soul. But the whiff DP, that's fine. He'll be able to burst out of it. Just needs a little bit more to get gaysexlegend out this round.
I mean, maybe still paying tribute to their time with Kai as well, with that Kai alternate, as they get the nice back throw RC into the DP to close that one out. gaysexlegend, a very strong Leo player, for those who don't know, does have multiple TNS top 8s under their belt, but we can already see Mikesaftig taking a scalpel to Johto.
Johto gotta find an opening here, able to rush in, get the tap dust, RRC right after. You already know we're going straight to the wall. Gonna be able to explode it to send Mikesaftig back a little bit while we just try to find a nice poke, but we get swept. Not good for gaysexlegend here.
Absolutely not. There's the wild throw. Burst is not going to be a factor at all, but it's just a little too high on the wall stick. Just has to go for the regular option. Oh my god, the DP beating Weapon X. Mikesaftig takes the 1-0 lead to start.
Literally killing a super with the DP. Gotta shout that out. Nice job from Mikesaftig. Already gonna be able to take an early lead. gaysexlegend gotta figure out what happened there. Maybe, you know, I'm just gonna make a reference if gaysexlegend remembers this. Maybe gotta get out of their bed. I remember one time they were just playing on their laptop on a keyboard in their bed. Just decided to do a set like that because they were just comfy. I mean, sometimes they like that. But the fact was, they kept complaining.
You know, every time I hear about Johto, it is just the wildest freaking things. And it's like, I also have fair experience with him. Like, he was if you heard the story about Johto, like, quadruple bracketing one night, it was because, like, he was, one of the brackets that he was quad bracketing in was extras.
So this happened on a Saturday?
Yeah, this happened on a Saturday.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to guess. So we already know extras. I imagine Payday was another one, if I had to guess. What were the other two?
I don't know, but we can already see Johto on last legs. Does have a little bit of burst to work with. Able to block the dive kick and get the conversion as well. Mikesaftig got to be really careful. Finds the stray hit. Johto. Just a little bit of struggles against Mikesaftig. All offense playstyle of Johto not really working out for him.
Feels like Mikesaftig is always just able to make him guess himself, but this time around the offense coming in clutch as we're going straight to the other side of the stage. Find our opening, bait out the tap dust. Doesn't affect Mikesaftig though. They're just gonna keep their cool. Doesn't matter though, you're getting kicked right into the dome and a huge counter hit coming out. Uh-oh.
Back turn stance, wait a minute. Canceling the super, putting Johto into the corner, but the DP, here we go. This should be a confirmed kill. No, wait, yes, picks up with the lunging slash, and we're all tied up going into this last round.
What's so too is that burst is almost active for both of them. Mikesaftig has it here, just gonna DP cancel out that back turn. 2K2D, jump in. Can we find the opening against gaysexlegend and send them out for another game? Force a burst.
Saftig forced to blink first, and right now Johto trying to exploit that opening. Here we go. There's that smothering offense that they love so much. Still in back turn stance. Wait a minute. Able to make sure that they stay in back turn stance, and this should be enough to kill with the back turn super.
Yes, it is gonna be tying it up 1-1 apiece for the both of them, making it even. See who's gonna be moving on. I don't even know what gaysexlegend is talking about there. I don't even know.
I don't know either. Okay, it really does feel like Johto just says stuff to say stuff half the time.
Fair enough. I remember extras on Sunday. I forgot who it was, but somebody just kept talking about Damon and Baby. It was both their win and their loss quote. Just Damon and Baby.
Oh yes, Daisuke Ishitari's new vision here. GaySexlegend already off to a fantastic start. Mikesaftig, no burst to work with as well as they are going through the wall.
Had to back up, still getting called out though by Mikesaftig. Got you stuck in the corner, RRC jumping in. What are we gonna try to do to escape? Because the 2K2D still got us on lock. Raw Super into the RRC?
Yeah, heavy sonic boom catches Mike pressing, but not enough to get all the hits. And the wall bounce combo as well. Johto on the warpath.
Already doing well. And immediate strong poke gonna force the wild assault there. You already know we gotta go all out.
Yeah, Mikesaftig giving up burst as well. Didn't want to see any more of that combo. Mike needs to be careful with their approach. That's actually a really solid hit. Wait a minute, just spins 50 tension for seemingly no reason, but you know what? It's working. Johto is going to get burst back here in just a moment, but Mike is still in a really decent spot.
Absolutely. Tried to go in there, has to block so much of Mikesaftig. The jump in gonna work out so well for them. But, you know, GaySexlegend, they're not going to use the burst because there's still one more round.
Absolutely, holding that burst to the last moment. Johto trying to get a whip punish, so is Mike. Bar slash connects on Mike's side. Here we go.
Nice, boom, boom. There we go. Super coming out, going to be breaking that wall and securing, of course, the beautiful hard knockdown too. Gotta watch out though. We actually air throw. GaySexlegend on point right now.
Absolutely, Mike spending that 50% burst. Immediately regrets it. Johto. Nice job. Goes up 2-1 against the demon Mikesaftig.
Such a strong showing. That last round too, pretty much started and didn't stop. Didn't even allow Mikesaftig to breathe. So shout out to GaySexlegend for that. But you still gotta go all out. You still gotta get the final win to secure the set.
Absolutely, you gotta be all gas, no brakes from here on in.
Nice catch on the whiff DP. So good for GaySexlegend, especially because we're going to the wall. Still get DP, but it's fine.
Mike in a very advantageous spot now. GaySexlegend gives up the burst. They don't want to see any more of that potential combo. Mike, though, gets flash kicked. Johto stood in the stance long enough to get a whiff punish. Wait a minute, back turn super. Hits high enough. Mikesaftig just exploded.
Just got murdered by GaySexlegend there, and already being zoned out too. Yeah, I want to ban to bring myself right back in, but you're still getting DP'd. I mean, you DP yourself. You're fine there. You're jumping in. You're finding what you need to, but so is GaySexlegend.
Legend goes overhead. Mike gives up burst. They don't want to see any more of that. Never mind. Mike is going to see it anyways. Last chance situation for him. Johto just needs one more touch.
One more touch could do Mikesaftig in. We get our touch. Can we continue it? Boom. Needs one more real touch now, especially since they're on 1 HP. Mikesaftig, though, what are they doing? They might be bringing it back. The DP coming out, but the DP, GaySexlegend, gonna be the insurance they need. Another match coming out with P3, P5, 1-4 on Giovanna versus ScaryEsquire on that Millia. And fun fact, when Millia was playing from at ScaryEsquire in extras on Sunday, we mainly saw them against Giovanna's.
Yeah, that is true. ScaryEsquire having to make the Giovanna run that day. P3. We're going to see just how strong they are on the Giovanna because I'll be honest, I have not seen this player at all, but it's looking like they are doing some nice work with the Geo, although ScaryEsquire getting the stray hit. Here we go. The hair to send P3 through the wall and get that hard knockdown.
Absolutely getting swept there though too. P3 already able to put ScaryEsquire into a point. They're forcing the burst. Make sure you got to get the round in. If you're using burst at the end, make sure you get the win or else that is going to be your downfall.
Absolutely. Honestly, yeah. ScaryEsquire doing a fantastic job already. 50% gone from P3. And looking at the standings, P3 hasn't been having that great of a day so far, although you wouldn't be able to really tell it right now. P3 already in a very good spot, although ScaryEsquire just throws out the winger, blows up whatever Oki setup that P3 was going for.
OD match with another OD. Okay, P3 able to bring it back there. Needs one more good hit. Another OD dive, but not going to be able to connect this time. But hey, at least you get the 2K.
Absolutely, and P3 showing some nice tenacity here, bringing it to a last round for the first game. ScaryEsquire, first one to get significant damage though. Disc setup, opts for the run-up throw, and P3 just going air to air.
P3 trying to Wild Assault 2, gets RC'd though by ScaryEsquire. Gonna burst 2, does not want to be in the corner. Both of them keep jumping, but Millia's the stronger one in the air, so of course she's got her Oki on point. She breaks that wall, and ScaryEsquire is taking that first game. Yeah! Ouch! Oh, that's a good quote. That's a good quote. I always like to look at the quotes of the winners and losers.
No, yeah, absolutely. Hepsia? Is that how we're trying to say this name? I think it just might be easier to say that it's P3 right now, trying to tie things up at one apiece. Although ScaryEsquire looking to take the 2-0 lead. Good Abare option, catches ScaryEsquire. Scary just kind of gives up the burst for free, but is immediately on the assault. Chicken leg does get blocked, but still gets the wall splat. P3 looking a little worse for wear right now, although wait a minute. Nah, gets hit by a stray button. ScaryEsquire taking that round.
Great job, ScaryEsquire. Already going to continue it, of course. JH is going to be able to get the hair disc Oki, slide them to the wall, get the bird's feet out, send them flying. Already over 50% gone, down to the burst meter. RRC, my goodness, ScaryEsquire is not stopping for nothing.
Absolutely not. I turned my head to go and look up something on the start.gg, and when I turned, that game was over. ScaryEsquire is ready to end things right now.
Yes,
have to take one more game.
Yes, that is all ScaryEsquire needs to do. Take one more game, and then you're going to be sitting pretty with another win under your belt. But how is P3 going to respond if they want to make the run back?
I don't know. They looked very strong in that first game, but ScaryEsquire seemed to make the slight adaptation needed to just completely smother P3. But we shall see. Can P3 bring it home? Can they convert and make it at least bring us to a game 4 as burst gets traded on both sides? ScaryEsquire able to get the better after the scramble.
Tried to tap Dust, but oh my god, backdash, forward dash, literally just mixing you like crazy. I imagine P3 would get mixed, especially when bad moves coming in, bring it down to the ground, send the wall flying. What are you gonna do now?
You pray. Oh, wait a minute, might have been buffering a little too hard. Still finds the charged Dust though. That's actually a really good damage route. ScaryEsquire does have burst to work with. P3 just sends the gold burst. Purple RC sent on both sides, and P3 not blocking the right way. ScaryEsquire now a match point.
Match point. What are we going to be doing here? Trying to inch in, but of course that JH, so good from Millia. Always able to start pressure and send you flying.
Potentially last chance for P3 to do anything. Has to block the disc. They don't. Will get burst back, immediately uses it, but they have to do what feels like impossible right now. They've got to lock down ScaryEsquire. They cannot. ScaryEsquire cleans it up in a 3-0. There's my ball. There's my Chipp.
Chipp! Let's go, baby!
Sloth versus Zukii is our matchup. Sloth, my local TO, versus Zukii on the Jacko. Sloth looking, I think, to just try and improve their standing because they have gotten those 7 matches played tonight so far. Although Zukii starting off really strong, the Elysian driver going to send Sloth through the wall. Zukii, I'm taking a quick look at, currently 4-3, so not really in a position to make a top 8 run at this point, just trying to prevent Sloth from getting anywhere close to top 8 right now by the looks of things.
Absolutely, the minions are already starting to come out too. Nice JH, already starting off with signature Alpha Blade corner shenanigans and a little bit of bait to knock out the super after the show. Gonna be some nice hard knockdown. Might go for with the Gamma Blade or set up the tightrope. Nope, just going to cross up with the JS.
Absolutely, and finding the kill with the tightrope as well. Sloth not letting that first round loss scare them at all. We are all just about tied up in terms of resources, although Zukii finds the first hit with the minion toss. Sloth trying to air stall for as long as they can, still gets counter hit. Meanwhile, stuck between a rock and a hard place.
If the DP doesn't work, do it again! And JS again! That's how you play Chipp. Just go full in, no stops. There you go, 5K, set up the super. Just need to be near the wall for that wall break to be secured. What are we going to be doing off of this? Of course, it's the JH.
Players gotta be aware though as well. Burst is on the table for both sides. Sloth also has 50% meter as well. Sloth dissipating the minions pretty early. BRC to try and confirm the wall. Doesn't get the wall stick though. So Zukii able to burst out. It's really close.
And the tap dust comes through to secure the first point on the board for Sloth.
Send out the otter.
The otter is all you need to secure victory. That's a little rhyme.
Yeah, here we go. Sloth taking that first game after a little bit of a misstep in the first round. Zukii, no slouch, so we're gonna see, can Sloth continue their winning ways right now? Zukii already getting the sandwich. No, never mind. The minion dissipates. Sloth with a really good tightrope starter, but accidentally drops it.
Nice high and nice burst bait. Good to be able to secure the wall. Another tightrope. Just a little 6H since we don't got meter. Well, that's fine because Chipp builds like crazy. And we were able to find off another JS. If you're on that tightrope and can cross up, you're gonna cross up.
Absolutely. And Sloth, and trying to take this 2-0 advantage would be wondrous for him, especially because he needs to play a couple of more matches to try and make sure that they get that top 8. Zukii, though, really just getting sort of bounced around like a beach ball. Wait a minute. Tosses tosses out the minions. Sloth gonna have to block and build up a lot of risk. No! Gets counter hit! Has to give up the burst!
Nice, already setting up the tightrope. Gotta watch out for those throws though, so quick. Stuck in the corner, another one comes out. Zukii gonna be showing signs of life as we're going to a round 3, but the 2K2D immediately comes out and again set up your tightrope again, and the JH was able to hit, but still gotta watch out for these bursts.
Sloth now, first one to find a really significant hit. Zukii already down to potentially a last touch situation. A big counter hit, not enough to kill though. And now we're just staggering pressure. The command grab to seal it up. Sloth goes up 2-0.
All right. Even though rounds are still going to Zukii, Sloth is always able to secure them down, as now one last game potentially to go for Sloth to claim the victory in this set. Zukii gotta figure out a way to stop the absolute madness of this Chipp. And knowing the matchup myself and the experience I've had with Jacko, there's one answer. More minions! Oh, yeah, one answer. I thought I said one word, but yeah, more minions.
How can you toss out the minions when you're getting pressured like this? Sloth already finding a really good starter. Zukii giving up burst after half health. Didn't really want to give it up. Was forced to at the very end and now has to deal with Sloth and the Chipp pressure. Not dead yet. One more touch will do it. Has 50% first to work with though.
Watch out. There you go. Able to confuse Sloth with the pincer you had, but still able to get into a show and able to get that RRC. And this is potential set point right now for Sloth. Already trying to come in with the tightrope and the JS. Still not able to confirm it though.
5P knocks Sloth off the tightrope, but continuing the pressure, able to reestablish. Here we go. We got more tightrope combos coming your way. Gets the long-range super. We're going through the wall.
My goodness, the reach on that super is insane, but so is that JS. Able to stop this jumping though. Zukii starting to get some damage up. We got 2 minions on the board. The YRC!
Bane of all the minions as they go away, although Zukii not getting it up, able to establish 1 minion. There's the second one getting thrown out. The stop sign comes out. Sloth though, DP's out, still has life. There's a big throw. RC, wait a minute.
Ooh, nice finisher with the JH. A little touch and go there. Saw the RRC come out, wasn't able to dash forward with it, but we still clutch up with the JH.
On the Leo.
Okay, gonna be Goldlewis versus Leo, and already the DPs and the Wild Assaults are coming out in turn for Jeek. Gonna use the Wild Assault in turn, but it looks like the Goldlewis can't find their way in.
Goldlewis, an explosive character once he gets his offense started, although we do see Jeek playing a little bit more defensively, trying to play that with punish style that Leo is capable of. There's the heavy sonic boom. There's the run through. Okay, we're turning on the afterburners now, going pure offense. We're going through the wall.
Nice stuff, able to block that Behemoth Typhoon, and the minigun coming out too. PRC, watch out for the YRC though. So much Chipp can come out from Goldlewis, but doesn't even matter if you're still able to put them in the corner.
Right, Wild Assault comes out for RoseShark. We got the side swap Behemoth Typhoon and more damage as well. Jeek needs to be careful as RoseShark finds the stray hit and the side swap Behemoth Typhoon. Really just kind of steals that round from out of nowhere.
Absolutely. It was so much of Jeek putting the pressure on RoseShark, but still able to come through with the damage. That just means Jeek has to work extra hard now, which they're already showing with a strong overhead. Tries to connect it again, block this time, and now RoseShark, they got the Behemoth Typhoon set up. This could get nasty.
That was a sick backdash in order to get that invulnerability and start that off. Here's a Here we're churning butter. That is 70% gone off of Jeek's side. Jeek has got to be careful. Wait a minute. Empowered Thunderbird to lock down. YRC gets baited out. Has to give up the burst. And Jeek, starting off offense with a simple throw. Side swap gets hit. And that is all she wrote for this game.
RoseShark gonna be able to come back against Jeek and take the first game of the set. That's why you gotta be super careful against Goldlewis. That's why they're telling you to train more with a heart emoji sprinkled in at the end. Because if you let Goldlewis touch you once with that Behemoth Typhoon, you could be dead.
Absolutely. Also, someone's gonna have to remind me. Does Jeek actually main Goldlewis? Or not Goldlewis? Sorry, Leo. Because I could have sworn that Jeek played someone else.
I have not seen Jeek in any of the recent tournaments that I have casted, so I don't know myself.
Well, regardless, they're doing a fantastic job on the Leo right now. Back turn super to force RoseShark through the wall. A nice chunk of life gone, as well as positive bonus, and getting the run through to stay in back turn stance. So RoseShark now taking over into driver's seat. There's a couple of Behemoth Typhoons for you. Weapon X reversal.
Nice burst coming out, trying to block a lot of these gunshots. Try to keep your space, but again, gotta watch out for Behemoth Typhoon. If we don't, we're gonna get hit hard. Spending the Wild Assault. Can we find our opening off of this? No, we don't, but at the very least, we still have burst advantage.
Jeek. It's a game of inches right now for Jeek, getting so close to winning some of these rounds and yet just falling short. RoseShark, though, having to go on the defensive, has to YRC in order to get some space, but just like that, Jeek right back in RoseShark's space.
Getting juggled right now, though. 1 HP left, and it's gone. RoseShark gonna be able to swing them out of here, able to take a second game.
Not looking great for Jeek, all things considered. Again, it isn't out of the realm of possibility for Jeek to reverse sweep right now. And yeah, looks like they are sticking it out with the Leo Whitefang.
They feel the Leo Whitefang is working out very well for them. And if that's the case, just gotta full send it. That's how you gotta play this game, and that's how they're playing it. But already, RoseShark just jumping in. 2K2D, Behemoth Typhoon, got you in a corner, gonna do another one, try to jump in, but you get thrown this time.
Yeah, Jeek entering the back turn stance, actually willingly goes out. Jeek, last touch situation, has to deal with the level 3 Thunderbird, overhead Behemoth Typhoon. Will do it. RoseShark now working on match point.
Potential match point right now, already getting such a strong jump in. Behemoth Typhoon, number 1 hit, not able to combo off of that though. Very good for Jeek here. Ooh.
RoseShark has been timing these backdashes so excellently, and we can see the reward that results out of it. Jeek in a last touch situation has to figure out where to YRC. They cannot, and RoseShark lickety split 3-0.
Gonna be able to 3-0 that with that crazy damage. Gonna be able to take another win for themselves. Okay, let's see how the Drunken Fist is gonna work against a Chipp running like crazy against you. And it looks like the Drunken Fist is working.
Taking a look at the bracket standings right now, Redtro really kind of needs this match in order to even have a realistic shot at top 8. They're kind of working at a 6 and 4 right now. Meanwhile, ScaryEsquire also really needs this match in order to have a realistic shot at top 8. Also working at 6 and 4, so someone's dreams are dying right now. And ScaryEsquire putting the first nail in the coffin on Redtro.
Already able to put one down, trying to come in with the Rose again. Gotta watch out though, yes you do, because you jab out, get a little hair disc in there. A little bit of a trade in the air, but gotta watch out for that 6H. Perfect startup for a tightrope combo. Jump in with the JH, do another one after the 2D knockdown. My goodness, movement is insane, and Alpha Blade keeps it up.
Absolutely, and Redtro getting the whiff punish as well. Evening things up in this first game. Redtro goes air to air to start things off, and Scary has to give up the burst.
To give it up, that's fine though. They get a close normal in there. Gotta keep it going, but the Beta Blade going to be able to save Redtro for 5 seconds because ScaryEsquire able to come back in immediately. 10 Redtro flying.
Yep, Redtro and both players playing characters with what I call brittle bone syndrome. Two very low health pool characters. Redtro, realistically, one touch will end them right here, and just like that, there it is.
Yeah, both of them belonging, of course, to the Pixie character archetype, which means they run around like crazy, they have crazy movement, they have crazy mix options, but at the cost of all that craziness, they got no health.
Absolutely, but here we go, readying up back in. ScaryEsquire taking the first match. Let's see, can they take this second one, or is Redtro going to even things up? Round start, nothing just yet. ScaryEsquire gets the first hit, but Redtro, the first one to get the big combo. Scary actually goes for the gold burst. Okay.
Okay, nice. Already setting up with the Alpha Blade 2. Wasn't able to connect off of the wall bounce. Could be a detriment to them as the Hair Disc Oki is here to stay, but doesn't secure the wall break. JH coming through.
We got the full super animation as well. Just a pixel of life in the drop kick. Going to seal it up for Redtro. Redtro taking that first round pretty handily. Scary working with a burst deficit, although here we go. What's the mix-up? Opposite side. Redtro gives up burst to try and reset to neutral.
The wall right now, backdashes against the Beta Blade. Wasn't able to punish it though, but we still got crazy movement on Redtro. Gonna be able to take them out in a perfect, make them slide on the wall as it's one run in the rounds yet again. An already nice 5P.
Scary forced to give up burst, although goes opposite side with the hit. Disc is set up, gets a nice corner steal, although not really able to open up just yet. Never mind, Scary does find the hit, gets the wall splat, and gets the wall break. What's the reset setup? Goes air to air, Redtro not gonna have a chance to burst!
My goodness, no burst means no signs of life, which means ScaryEsquire gonna be able to take another game for themselves. Redtro gotta find an answer here if you want to get this win that you so desperately need.
Just looking to 3-0 and then hop right back into the queue. Just try and get one more game snuck in here. Redtro at this point just kind of wants to try and milk out time. Scary finds the first real significant hit, goes opposite side. Redtro still not blocking.
Nice run in with the JH, able to RRC, got the wall once again. 1 HP, quite literally for Redtro. What's your answer? The far slash comes through. Gotta find some answers here.
Both players, though, taking burst to the next round as neither person really conceding anything. ScaryEsquire working on match point. Get first one to give up first. Goes opposite side this time. Redtro not fast enough with the block switch. Chicken like to go through the wall. Redtro realistically has 2 touches left, 1 to burst and then 1 for the 1 to die on. Redtro though has forgotten how to burst and it's just gonna die!
Goodness, didn't even get the burst out there. Unfortunate.
Are going to be in position to make top 8, but Cal, a fantastic run pretty late tonight. Bryn, just taking a look here real quick. Yeah, Cal was starting off undefeated pretty late in the night. I'll get into their results of the run in just a minute. Cal on the Soul Badguy, Kyren on the Kai piece. Cal already behind in terms of health.
Nice. There you go. Pull out the super. Literally 1 HP for Cal. They just need one more even Chipp hit in order to take Cal out. Trying to play safe. Watch out for the PRC. DP in the air.
I'm sorry, I'm realizing now, I believe this is Kyren is how you say this name. Cal, though, already off to a really solid start, gets the wall splat, going to take the positive bonus here. Soul Far Slash finds nothing. Kyren in the throw, but immediately pressured right into the corner.
Nice stun dipper. RRC gonna be continuing this mayhem. Bait the burst as we're going straight to the wall. Don't have our tension, but hey, we broke the wall, so now tension's going to be building up. BRC gonna be stopping us. Actually gonna connect.
We're riding the lightning here. Do we have anything? No, we don't even have enough tension to RC it. Cal gets the charged dust and the regular dust to end things up. We're going to the final round in this first game.
My goodness, crazy charge dust once again, this time coming out from Cal, as we're going to be seeing Kyren popping out that burst. 2K2D, try to set up with the fireball afterwards, and looks like it's pulling out.
Absolutely, Cal trying to do their best. The Sacred Edge isn't close enough to the wall, so no wall break there. Now we can see Cal trying to apply pressure, although Kyren doing their best, making sure that Cal is on the back foot.
Absolutely. Stun Dipper once again. RRC right after. Can we find our opening? No, we can't, because Cal keeps putting on so much pressure, but with that whiff grab, Kyren's going to be able to take them down and secure the first game.
I just want to shout out Kyren tonight has gone 4-6, a very valiant attempt in this ladder to try and make top 8. Meanwhile, Cal 3-1 after their late start. They were silently chugging along trying to make that top 8 run. The ladder portion of tonight's bracket is over, so it looks like the top 8 dream dies right here with Cal, but they can still end up in tonight with a W.
Absolutely. Gotta try to find an opening right now against Kyren. Able to apply the shock state and the DP coming out too. Able to stop the flame wall, but not enough. Force the burst.
Absolutely, and Kyren already good burst bait. Doesn't really get a significant combo. Cal still getting chipped away ever so slowly, trying to find their way through, but Kyren, just the iron wall here, going to send Cal through the wall.
BRC coming out though, able to hit for an overhead. Gotta make sure you're watching while crouching. Gonna be riding the lightning here, going to hit and be able to take Cal out.
Cal trying their best, trying to get into that optimal range for Soul to threaten those command grabs. But Kyren just on the ball, poking everything, or poking through everything and sending Cal through the wall once again. Kyren looking to take a 2-0 lead here, has to bait out first at some point.
Ice burst coming out from Kyren. Cal though able to get a nice sweep in. That second one though gonna get stopped by riding the lightning, and that's gonna be breaking the wall and signifying that second game going to Kyren.
Kyren now looking to end tonight with a W. Philippines 4-13? Huh?
I don't read the Bible. I'm not caught up on the Bible. I don't know.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rule 1. Let's rock.
Here we go. Kyren now looking to try and end tonight with a W. You can already see Cow, though. Maybe a little too plus on Kyren's side. Can't connect the throw. And Cow giving up the burst. It is all good. Kyren opting to DP out. The bar slash through the fireball. Volcanic Viper. We're breaking the wall down right here.
Kyren got to figure out a way to turn this round around. Already able to get a nice opening, but so much movement coming after that at RRC means Cow is going to run away with that round.
Yes, indeed, and this might be a turning point for Cow as he gets the hard knockdown. The setup, not really anything good for Cow as Kyren just DPs out of it. Okay. Again, Kyren just with the whiff punish.
There you go, Shock State. There you go. Put them on the wall. There you go. Break the wall. Just needs a little bit more. Try to secure it before that burst comes in if Cow does want to use that. RRC got the wall, but the 2K2D coming out. Gotta watch out.
Yes, indeed. And the Sacred Edge to confirm as well. Kyren now sitting on match point. Cow needs to wake up.
Absolutely, and that whiffed grab gonna be perfect for Cow to continue their pressure, force the burst off of Kyren. Bandit, bring your way back in, especially since we got our opening. This could be really good for Cow.
Not dead yet, just a touch of life still left on Kyren, and the low gonna do it. Cow finally gets on the board.
Go. Gonna get up a game, finally finding some really strong answers against Kyren, but still has to go for the reverse sweep. Still got to get 2 more games if they want to clutch out this set.
Indeedy, and here we go. Can Cow start the reverse sweep here, or is Kyren going to lock it up? As the round start, both players just opt to walk back, give each other some space. Kyren, the first one to blink with a DP, but a soft punish off of Cow. Already thrown into the corner.
Trying to pull off that fireball. Can we find our answer? Here, gotta back up a little bit. Able to slide right under that fireball. Cow gonna be able to take it to the wall. Bandit, bring RRC. The pressure is insane. Kyren, where are your answers?
I don't know. Oh, Dragon Install comes out, doesn't catch. And the true combo, Dragon Install into death. Cow looking to tie things up, bring us to a game 5.
Absolutely, that's what they want right now. Kyren, though, wants to get this win, and as soon as possible, but the sweep still comes out from Cow. Gonna be able to hit so much, but Kyren, hey, coming in and ride the lightning, but gets DP'd for it.
Here we go. Cow just changing their cadence just a little bit in this matchup, and it has been paying out for them. Kyren, last touch situation, is gonna die from the low as we go to a game number 5.
Okay, game 5 situation. Cow able to really start this reverse sweep now. Needs one more win if they want to send it home. How is Kyren going to be able to adapt? A lot of these DPs are getting hard punished by Cow. Got to be watching out, especially when Cow is baiting between defense and offense.
Duel 1.
Indeedy, and here we go. Cow already gets the good hit off of the Wild Assault. Kyren opting not to burst just yet. Just DPs through pressure. Cow with a DP of their own. Now what's the mix? The Soul Bar Slash.
Sweep, Stun Dipper, RRC, Fireball. Keep it going to the wall. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to be breaking.
Life total is just about even right now, but the big hit, Kyren, you need to burst. You're not going to burst just yet. RTL's through, or right, the lightning through the pressure. Cal still in a very good spot.
Trying to jab a 2P, trying to bring it down with Bandit Bringer, though you still get hit, forcing the burst here. Able to clutch out the win there after bursting.
Hero first clutch for Cal. Kyren taking it with them into what could potentially be this final round. Cal already backing Kyren into the corner and baits out the DP. Kyren still not giving up burst, just fights their way out.
Nice DP punish coming out there from Cal. RRC bait the burst. And this could be the final. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Oh my lord. The reverse sweep happens for Cal. They end tonight's ladder with a W. Right now.
Duel 1.
Of course, gonna be the Johnny versus the Sin to start us off. Kurase already gonna be able to win the poking match and just keep up the pressure. Make sure Lakey cannot breathe in that corner.
Absolutely, Lakey gonna have a tough time really breaking through Kurase's offense, as we can already see that approach gets stuffed, although Lakey just throwing out the Hawkbaker in order to get right back on the offensive. Here we go, not blocking the overhead. MjKurase bursting the Tyrant Barrel attempt, and now starting to throw out pressure of their own.
Absolutely, you get that super in there too, send them going sky high with literally just 1 HP. Yeah, one more misfire gonna do the trick. Already gonna give Kurase the first round. It's already nice backdash coming out from Lakey. They're learning.
Absolutely, Lakey still has a little bit of burst to work with. MjKurase already forcing the corner, not blocking overhead, and although Lakey not really getting a whole lot of damage off of Johnny, this may come back to haunt them here in just a minute. We got RTL to go through whatever MjKurase wasn't doing, as he's just sitting and waiting.
Absolutely. MjKurase, though, going to be able to flip their way into the corner, make sure Lakey cannot escape, keep misfinding, keep finding your openings, but there we go, Faultless defense. Hawkbaker going to be way too far. Let's punish that, send them to the wall, and send them out of here.
Going to claim this first round with the J. And the first game as well, pardon me. The first game with the J, and MjKurase draws first blood.
Very strong already coming out from MjKurase. Going to be really impressive against Lakey right now. It feels like Lakey is not able to answer a lot of these mid-range options that Kurase has.
Ooh. Switching over to the Baiken, I do remember Lakey playing with the Baiken in some tournaments that I've been able to watch and able to help out with in the past, so it's going to be interesting to see, is the Baiken on point tonight? Oh, the Ozansen too far away, giving up burst. Lakey already forced into the corner, but the corner steal from MjKurase forces him to give up burst.
Yes, MjKurase too able to get the jump in, going straight to the East Coast, land that trick, send them flying, as now Lakey gonna be hard knocked down, doesn't have a lot of health left, but they can still make something happen. Gotta watch out. YRC, this could be good.
That's fully in effect for Lakey. Kurase is gonna have to make whatever button they land really hurt, although we got tether combos. That's a safe Yozansen and able to punish the YRC. Lakey looking to build some momentum right here.
Absolutely showing that the Baiken pick is working out very well for them, but that misfire still able to stop that rope from coming out, as Kurase already going to be able to find that 2K, start your advantage, but still the tether coming in strong.
Kurase getting clipped by the TK Ozansen, forced to give up burst. Lakey is in a really decent spot right now, but just as I say that, MjKurase is going to start on their offensive. Wait a minute. Oh, we've got a Johnny tether combo. coming at you live. And there's the J. I don't think this will be enough to kill because of the guts and the scaling. It is not.
And that might be very bad for Kurase, especially because Lakey was able to get an opening, jump in for another. This could be crazy string. Drop it, find it again, and there you go. Get the gun, take you out. Gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, and that was just super unfortunate from Kurase not being able to confirm the kill there. I mean, even if that wasn't going to be the round for Lakey there, like Kurase would have gone into game 3 at a significant disadvantage because they threw that 50% meter into deflect shield there at the very end. But you know what? We take a sip of water and we go again. MjKurase and Lakey going into game 3.
Yep, just gotta cool those nerves, bring them right back in, but already Lakey's got a strong start in the corner. Kurase able to jump out, finds a hit, not able to confirm off of it, but this one definitely gonna be a strong confirm. Oh, gets bursted.
And that's half the battle for Kurase, drawing the burst out of Lakey, and now any hit that Kurase lands is going to be very damaging. As you can see right here, Lakey already forced into the corner, has to find their way out, goes air to air, finds some good hits, and now we got the tether on.
Absolutely gonna be bringing, oh nice throw, RRC right after. Tether still strong. Kurase cannot figure out a way to get out. Lakey going to take a little lead in the rounds against MjKurase. Still trying to find an opening on this round start. There we go. Finds the mist.
Yes, indeedy. We're breaking the wall with the Nsenga. That's already half health gone from Lakey, although Japanese guts are going to start kicking in any moment now. There we go. Big counter hit. Lakey not wanting to give up burst just yet. Won't even have a chance to burst as MjKurase gets the perfect, and we head to the final round.
Still though, we have our burst for this final round when we need it. Gonna get anti-aired, but that's fine. We still have more chances to take MjKurase out. There you go, dashing again, trying to get some planks in there. Get the corner, get the chain. What are we doing here?
I don't know. Burst gets baited. Lakey taking this and running with it. MjKurase needs to find an opening. RC, good defense, but still gets hit by the tatami mat. There we go. Kurase, long range button and confirming. We've got the vaults and the card. We're doing some dribbling on the wall and we're going right through it.
Gotta watch out though. Lakey does have their burst still at disposal. Uses the PRC. If they get one more good hit on you and is able to confirm it, this could do you in. Could be last chance. You know that burst is coming any second. Still gets hit by it. Oh! Able to jump in and close it out. Kurase gonna be able to take that game.
That could have gone either way at the very end. Kurase choosing the faster button though will go into this final, or potentially this final game, up a game. But Lakey has shown that they have made a good adaptation, switching over to the Baiken. Can they steal 2 straight at this point?
That's going to be the true question. Indeed, backdashing immediately. They know a poke is going to be coming out by Kurase. But now the throw's coming out. This is really good setup for MJ. Has the card, trying to miss fine. Able to throw after it too. Can we keep up the same pattern, going straight to the wall?
Yes, we can, and we can already see Kurase throwing out the Joker trick. A little too heavy scaling combined with the Japanese guts means that Lakey has one more shot to try and make this comeback. This is actually a really good start as well. Kurase not blocking opposite side. Probably going to be thinking about going for a hero burst here in just a minute. Yep, it comes out. Kurase. If Lakey wins this round, it is a huge boon for them, but the 5P will stop Lakey in their tracks.
Now we're at potential set point. Lakey has got to play like they've never before, because if they lose this round, they are out of ParagOnline tonight. And already a throw and a successful misfire coming out. Not going to be what you want to see.
50% gone off of Lakey's side. That's actually really good confirm into the Nsenga. Lakey forced to give up the burst. Baits out the reversal. MjKurase having to spend 100 meters to make it safe. A minute. Lakey. Risk is cranked. And you're dead!
MjKurase gonna be able to take the win.
Also, a 3-on-3, fantastic 3-on-3 team game player. Most notably has top finishes in games like Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think also played a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, if I'm not mistaken. And we can already see Mikesaftig on the warpath. Sloth already down to their last pixel.
Ooh, alright, trying to Alpha Blade your way back in. Try to do the JS. The 5H though just gets crouched. Mikesaftig already able to take a round on you. Then immediately trying to go for the far slash. Good poke, but Mikesaftig watching out for it. Sloth though, there we go. Nice knockdown. And we're mixing up with our tight ropes.
Yeah, the tightrope mix-up is going to have to be Sloth's key to really keep Mikesaftig on the back foot. But just as I say that, Mike lands a really good far slash, accidentally lets the Volcanic Viper combo drop, but you know what? It doesn't matter. The dust is going to seal it up. Mikesaftig takes that first game handily.
Gonna be able to send Sloth out of there, already showing, as I said before, if we have the movement and we're able to get our game plan going as Chipp, we can go crazy. But once the soul gets a read on you, it's death.
Yeah. It's just gonna be really hard for Sloth at this point. Mike is very clearly warmed up. They know what they need to do against the Chipp. Sloth is going to have to be really tricky in order to really even steal a round at this point, as Mike is looking for a decent round start. Sloth not finding anything just yet. Gets the knockdown, sets up the tightrope, and just draws burst out of Mike.
Absolutely. There we go, trying to poke in at the 5K. RRC, yeah, send it straight to the corner. Continue that wall pressure after the tightrope. Send Mikesaftig flying. Would be very good right now for Sloth, but gets the trade advantage for Mikesaftig. Has to use the burst there, but still able to get the Reshow.
And what a response from Sloth, having to use burst pretty late in that round. Still pretty worth it to confirm the kill. Mike is going to get first cracked at the next burst though. But Sloth with a DP, Mike with one in kind. Now we're playing some neutral here.
Absolutely, there we go. JH gonna successfully get into a combo, set up for the tightrope. Gotta watch out for the high mix after Reshow. If you don't, you're gonna get hit hard. How are we doing this? Oh, the Alpha Blade got hit.
Sloth looking for their opening. Mike just trying to continue the pressure. Weird counter trade. Mike actually the first one to continue pressure from it. Sloth sets up tightrope again, gets hit by the soul far slash. Wait a minute. It's a little bit of a scramble going on right now.
Absolutely. But the DP gets whiffed. Very good for Mikesaftig. Able to RRC, do another DP, and then just get another hit in. Sloth gonna lose that round. Gotta be careful when using that Beta Blade. If you don't hit any DP in this game, gonna get hard punished. Looks like it's not stopping Sloth though, but that might.
Yeah, importantly though, Sloth will get first crack at this burst. Mike only has 50% of it to work with. Burst gets blocked. It could be all over right here. No, Mike drops the combo.
still able to bring Sloth back to the corner. Wild Assault, find your jump in. Beta Blade gonna come in clutch. The DP gets whiffed. JH gonna set up perfectly. Get the super out after Ratio. Sloth is on a roll, and because of that health, they gotta keep it. Are we Gamma Blading? Are we tight roping? Are we JSing? Yes, we're JSing, but now we're blocking and we get tapped.
That approach was extremely brave from Sloth, because if Mike had sent the Volcanic Viper, I'm pretty sure that Sloth would have gotten hit. Regardless though, Mike sealing it up with the tap dust. 2 games to nothing so far. Sloth though, not out of it. You just gotta convert.
Absolutely. Okay, 2-0 right now. If Mikesaftig takes this next game, that means that Sloth is going to be out of the running for tonight.
And this is... I know that Sloth been working really hard. They want to show up. They really want to keep playing. Mikesaftig already taking a big grip of damage, just chooses to Volcanic Viper there. No burst to work with either, and Sloth all over it. There is the super. We're going through the wall. It's not enough to kill. Gear Guts on Soul Badguy slide. And the same side hit will seal it up. Sloth, it's not quite a perfect, but a statement.
Absolutely. Could be the start of a really good reverse sweep coming out from Sloth, especially since the tightrope means we're going to keep going. Get your super off. Make sure we get, of course, that sweet hard knockdown. Get some tension in there. See how we're going to be stopping, though. Mikesaftig actually going to be able to hit through Sloth, get the DP off, catch the backdash. Make sure you keep blocking, and are we going to be able to find an opening? YRC, though!
Smart YRC stops the pressure in its tracks. Gets a really nice counter hit. Okay, what's the mix? No! Mike gets the anti-air. There's the Volcanic Viper. We're just mashing P. We're getting the wall splat. We're going through the wall. We're not dead yet, though!
Well, we're dead there. We are dead there, and potentially on set point for Mikesaftig.
Sloth not giving up. They know that if they can win this round, they can start the reverse sweep. Both players have to work through burst right now. Mike lands the knockdown, and there's a big counter hit. Sloth gives up burst, but it's blocked!
And here comes the Tyrant Rave coming out to seal the deal. Mikesaftig gonna be the one moving on in the bracket, knocking Sloth out at 7th place, which means Mikesaftig
right now.
Alright, let's see how we're gonna be starting off tonight. Already gonna get a nice kick in there, and command grab immediately. Why not? Start out by giving you a new do, sending you into the corner, and then just immediately putting your do on fire.
Opts for the middle teleport. Neko Overlord not blocking correctly. Already down to their last 20%, but here we go. Already trying to bring Lurry over into the corner. Successfully brings Lurry over into the corner and breaking the wall.
Nice job on the wall break. Trying to hit low. Send in a great sword. Reflecting. Great job there. And baits out the super, but the YRC still coming out for Neko here.
No source to work with anymore. Never mind, has one refunded. Lurry needs to be careful. Gets actually a really good anti-air. Eats up the mini Faust. There's a trumpet just waiting to be grabbed. Lurry finds it. And Neko Overlord not blocking the stampede. Lurry taking the first round.
Nice start off there. Already going to be able to knock Neko Overlord back. Trying to poke through. Trying to bat about a swing. There we go, gets an opening, gonna command grab immediately again, and then come in, send some fire, but oh, we're getting grabbed this time.
Yeah, the back throw incident, fortunately for Lurry, Neko Overlord wasn't able to get anything. Oh no, the banana peel might come into play, never mind. Mix, opposite side, blows up the afro. Lurry, a little bit tricky here. Oh, baby!
Ooh, that was some nice bait there. Of course, super coming out. PRC right after that, and then just the throw. At this point, when I see that super come out, if I'm playing against Lurry, I already know they're going to bait with that PRC. It's becoming a pattern.
Yeah, but that's sort of the thing, you know, is that is one of Faust's only really true reversals there. So if you have Faust in a hard knockdown situation, it's basically a guess, you know, once you see it. Is he just going to let it rock, or is he going to try and spend 100 meter in order to get into an advantageous situation? Obviously, that situation changes when Lurry just throws it sort of out in a non-hard knockdown situation. But that was then, this is now. Neko Overlord bleeding heavily. Managing to fight out of the way of the corner.
HP though, they gotta be careful here. Great sword gonna pop off. Tries to send another one in there. Rush in, you get your opening. Can you find everything to go 100-0 against Lurry right now? RRC, the burst coming out. This means Lurry really has to clutch up, and yep, there we go, there's throw.
I'm counting that as a win if I'm Neko Overlord. The fact that you forced Lurry to burst after getting such a big life lead and going into this next round at a burst deficit, you know, that's a really big win for Neko Overlord as they give up the burst at a pretty interesting time. Neko Overlord just trying to contest Lurry at these long ranges, but Lurry, you know, a little slippery here.
Absolutely. Gotta watch out for that bomb, though. We get out of the way, trying to jump in, but Lurry still blocking very well, still trying to keep their life against Neko Overlord, but these great swords are starting to do their damage. There we go. Find our opening. We got the wall. We got the RRC. We're going full 9 yards, and we take the round.
Yes, indeedy, but look at the burst meter. Lurry just about to get it back as we start this final round of the second game. Mix, mix, mix. Combo. We're going through the wall. We're getting positive bonus. What is the reset setup? Neko Overlord going to get the better of it, although getting command grab.
Nice jump in too. Burst though coming out actually sends Lurry to the corner. They're going to burst. There we go. Scarecrow going with the PRC, going with the mix. 2-0.
Lurry on fire right now. Just absolutely on the warpath. Taking a look at who they've played tonight, you know, Lurry has had to go through Kensei, has had to go through Zukii, has had to go through Sloth, has had to go through La Forma, has had to go through and has had to play against MjKurase and Frijoles earlier in the night. But they have been playing against everyone. And Neko Overlord looking like they're just another stepping stone to Lurry.
Absolutely. Looks like Lurry is now already on the back foot. Neko Overlord trying to get some early pressure. Gets one great sword in there. Wants to get the other one in. PRC got the corner on lock. How is Lurry going to get out of this situation? It's through a burst and a connection.
Absolutely. Although Neko Overlord getting hit by the bomb has to give up burst. And Lurry getting the back throw incident. All right.
Okay, throws up the afro, going to connect, landed on Neko's head, get some fire in there too, get a nice sweep, get some nice mix, and this could be set point.
Yes, indeedy, Neko Overlord needs to find an answer, and needs to find an answer fast, otherwise they're going to have to go through a rematch against MjKurase. Lurry absolutely on fire, gets pushed back into the trumpet, goes to the air at the very end of the stampede, gets the, or connects. We're taking some shins right now.
Going to really break them apart on Neko Overlord. It's fine, they're still going to be able to stand. Might not be for longer. Burst the last possible chance, and then get 5k to take you out for a
So SQ back on the, really their signature Ram classified, already giving up burst. It's not even been 4 seconds. Whew.
Okay, could be rough for Classified, especially because SQ is not stopping in this pressure. Got you on the wall. Gonna have to force the burst when Classified starts to make some moves. PRC, keep up the pressure. Great sword to the wall, secure the wall bounce. And yeah, we're getting wall break here.
And SQ really showing how it's done with the Ramlethal. Wait a minute, Classified moving differently. They're moving efficiently. We've got an RC, we've got a tap dust combo, and we've got a wall break.
BRC though comes out, nice connect, already bursting here. Classified does have to win this if they want to make that worth it, as now SQ is really trying to push up on them, but the overhead connects. 1 HP, what are we doing?
SQ could have given up burst, opted not to, just gonna take it into the next round.
Very strong move coming out from SQ though. That gives them a little bit of advantage here, able to get out of that combo and put Classified in the corner. But it looks like Classified don't care.
Big 2D counter hit pops up. SQ in a world of hurt as the wall splat means that Classified gets that air dive kick super. SQ down to the last 15%. YRC's out of whatever pressure that Classified was representing.
Would be it here, especially because we're getting to the wall. Gonna be able to, no, not breaking it, just charging up towards it. Classified, gonna get thrown. SQ has one more chance to take it. Watch out for the super though!
Classified, no fear whatsoever, takes a game off of SQ.
Nice start coming out from Classified there. Able to just keep SQ on the back seat. Classified always able to find those openings. Again, jump-ins and throws seem to be their main cup of tea, especially with that OD dive kick. And 2D, of course.
Let's see, can SQ make an adaptation? Can they tie it up 1-1? Classified already getting the first hit advantage here, forcing SQ into the corner. Goes low, SQ not blocking, but these are very small conversions here right now as we get an RC drift down, not blocking Classified. It's forced back to the mid-screen and SQ beginning the offensive assault.
There we go, going to be able to break the wall against Classified. SQ though was a little short, gonna get hit and gonna get put into the corner. Doesn't matter though, we PRC after our throw. Portobello, send you flying.
Just the mix, Classified has to hold the YRC. SQ gets bursted into the corner, that's not good. Time ticking down ever so slowly. SQ with the sword fall. Wait a minute. Classified with the forward throw. And the spiral arrow will do it. Interesting.
Drill kick to keep yourself alive. Great stuff from Classified, but SQ, they don't care. They're already sending you through the wall in 6 seconds flat, but you still got a chance to make your way back out, but you're getting defended a lot. You cannot break this defense.
RC gets bursted. SQ looking to try and tie things up super quick. Classified, no burst in sight at the moment. Getting hit ever so slightly. Classified forcing SQ into the corner off of a back throw. Okay, here we go. We got footsies incoming right now.
Yep, trying to jump over. BRC trying to find any opening they can against SQ. Backing off because nothing seems to be working. Trying to go back in. That risk meter getting very high right now. Could try to take advantage of that. Ooh, but no. Oh, wait a minute.
Finds the stray hit. Able to cash out that risk meter. We got the side swaps and we've got the spin kick as well. The wall damage will take care of it. And Classified looking to slay a god right now and send SQ to the loser side.
They are so close to making that dream a reality. Just one more win and they knock SQ down to the losers bracket. Just gotta lock in with the Geo one last time.
SQ taking some time. Are we going to see the Unica?
No.
No.
No, the Unica does not come out here. Probably just take a second, calm down the nerves, reassess what's going on, and make sure you can come into this next match more level-headed, cool-headed, ready to take whatever comes at you.
Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes just need that a little bit of breathing room, especially when a round ends up a little too hectic. You want to take a moment, mentally reset. You can already see Classified, first one to give up first. SQ only spent 50 for the Wild Assault somewhere. SQ, though, being the first one sent through the wall. Classified going to get that positive bonus.
YRC. Both of them trying to just rush against the other. SQ really rushing against Classified. Classified, one hit, one throw, put you into that corner. Still, though, gotta watch out for that burst, because if you don't, that gives your opponent an advantage.
Yes, indeedy. Classified gonna have first crack at the next burst. SQ looking for the opening, trying to stagger this offense. Catch Classified, pressing a button. Classified, though, breaks out of the corner.
YRC, though, going to be wasting that Wild Assault from Classified. SQ continuing to move up, finds a guard crush, finds the 2K2D tap dust, and we're going to be sending you through the wall. SQ able to show some signs of life here, going to be able to take that round, and already going to be starting off strong.
Absolutely no burst in sight for Classified. Forced through the wall. That's positive bonus for SQ. Classified now does have burst, which they can use. Have to burn it right now. We'll see in just a minute. That's actually a really solid hit. Forces Classified into the corner, and now SQ fishing for something. The sword explosion forces burst out of Classified, and now Classified on the offense.
Going to be able to pull off their super there, of course. Hard knockdown confirmed, but SQ still does have their burst. YRC coming out here too. PRC gotta watch out. SQ able to block that, cannot hit them right after. 2K2D, this could be very bad for Classified here.
Yeah, Classified trying to find an opening, but the sword explosion! We've got a pulse, ladies and gentlemen. SQ finally on the board.
SQ going to be able to take their first game playing, again, as I suspected, a little more cool, calm, and collected against Classified, able to find their opening there. And now Classified's got to make a comeback if they want to be able to secure the set, because the reverse sweep could potentially be starting.
Yeah, here we go. Game 4 starting right now. What's the start? SQ getting the better of it. Classified going for the side swap, finds it.
Nice work there. There you go. Going to be able to throw SQ. Throw them again. The throw loops are going crazy. You'd think we'd be playing Street Fighter 6, but now we're playing Strive, but cannot make the distance.
PRC back, still can't anti-air. SQ Classified now stuck in the corner. There's the rock, there's a sword explosion. Classified blocking that one, but not blocking their toes. Rock connects. Classified sent through the wall with the Moribado. SQ, what is the mix-up? Goes low.
YRC coming out here, though. One finds an opening. Gotta find that reversal, though, because if you don't, SQ is going to be able to take you out.
SQ building up a full head of steam at this point. Classified needs to find a way to stop this momentum, and quickly. SQ spins 50 burst. Finds a counter hit with the sword toss and the Moribado to immediately refund it. Classified, 2 touches left on your side, gives up the burst after the first one. There's the second touch. You're just barely alive.
My goodness, yeah, barely alive there. Got one final shot if you don't want this tied up. Guard crush, so many kicks happening, and yeah, double 5K. Gonna take you out as we get ready for a Game 5.
Our first Game 5 tonight in top 8. Not the first one that we've seen tonight overall. But what a doozy. Classified looking super strong after the first 2 games. SQ taking a moment to recompose and get those 2 straight. Is Classified going to be able to find their center and send SQ home, or will SQ continue the undefeated streak?
It's a big question because SQ already able to launch off of their greatsword, put Classified into the corner, finds another opening but gets bursted out. Doesn't matter. They send another greatsword as one comes back, and there you go. Mortabato, send you flying.
Classified in a lot of danger right now. Has to block correctly. The visual noise getting in the way. And Classified now, last chance to make anything happen as SQ ends that round with a perfect.
Already trying to kick in, but it's going to be Classified kicking in here after the drill kick 2. Tries to find a 2B there, but SQ's in the air. He can't hit it off that. Greatsword coming through, gonna explode. Mortabato gonna send you flying. You both got burst. What are you gonna do here?
Classified, since the gold burst doesn't find anything, SQ can't kill from there because they choose to go for the hard knockdown. This could be it. This could be it, and it is the sword explosion going to seal it up. Neko Overlord coming at you right now. Let's see, can Neko Overlord make the adaptation? Preemptively, MjKurase though, already in the driver's seat. That is a clean 60% already gone from Neko Overlord.
Absolutely, there we go. Gonna be able to get so many misfinders out, and it's already 1 HP for Neko Overlord. Tries to use a Mortabato, but it just gets flipped over.
That, I have never seen that happen before. Holy cow. MjKurase getting the better of that interaction as Neko Overlord trying to find some path to victory.
Not able to find it right there though. There's always a chance of a comeback in the neutral, but Misfinder turns into the tricks as we're already going to be sending you straight to the corner. Card in hand, Misfinder to toe. You gotta burst sooner or later. You're not gonna.
Absolutely not. Yeah, give Neko Overlord the J. Send him back to the lobby because that is a W for MjKurase.
Already showing just how strong MJ is going into this matchup. It never felt like Neko Overlord was given a chance to even breathe.
This matchup is gonna go quick. I can tell you that right now, especially the way that MjKurase is playing. You think that they had some gotcha rolls to claim right now. So Kurase already forced in the corner, already about 20% gone off of their life. Neko Overlord gives burst up pretty early on. There's the reversal. Mortabato finds nothing. MjKurase all over it.
Absolutely, you know a Misfinder is. There we go, coming out, landing on the feet, sending Neko Overlord flying. The BRC, watch out for it. We do, but still so much pressure. One Misfinder eventually able to hit. Use one more good hit to take Neko Overlord out, and we just got to make sure that they can't even get out of that corner. Nice clash, too.
Weird clash, yeah, but Neko Overlord was giving up all that tension, blocking MjKurase. But MjKurase still wins it. Neko Overlord just looking a little lost in this matchup as MjKurase gets hit. Now Neko Overlord trying to start their offense, but runs right into the gold burst.
There we go, though, able to send MjKurase flying as they're starting to show some signs of life this round. But MJ already starting up, able to send a trick RRC right after it. We're keeping you in this corner. We're doing crazy pressure on you. Almost exactly 50% gone, but the Mortabato hit!
A reversal, Mortabato finally connecting for Neko Overlord and MjKurase. Maybe a little too greedy for your own good.
Gotta calm down.
Go. Neko Overlord already in a very solid spot, had MjKurase in the corner, but MjKurase finally able to escape. There's a card set up, there's the guard crush as the sword finally gets refunded for Neko Overlord. Straight hit.
Find so many misfinders here. Gotta make sure we keep on the pressure though. Watch out, because if you don't, yet you're getting swept. The burst coming out and trying to flip on Neko Overlord. Couldn't find that, but it's fine. May not be. YRC coming out. What are we doing off this?
Oh, MjKurase just waited a beat before throwing out their button. Got a big counter hit. Neko Overlord, though, still in the lead at this very moment. Although this might change. MjKurase with the card throw into just the regular throw. And the card crush from the card will do it. MjKurase looked a little shaky there during that second game. Still seals it up.
It is going to be a 2-0 situation now, but so much contention coming out from Neko Overlord this time. Able to call out MjKurase because, as you said, they're playing a little bit too confident. Playing just like, all right, I got this. But you got to remember, people can come back. You can't always be too sure.
Absolutely, yeah. And sometimes overconfidence can be your downfall. MjKurase giving up burst pretty early, keeping Neko Overlord into the corner. Neko Overlord not far behind with that burst, though. Their way out, gets a stray hit, and MjKurase needs to find their way out of the corner. There's the sword explosion, not completely blocking through all the visual noise, and Neko Overlord getting positive bonus because of it.
Absolutely. RRC coming out here too, able to get the low, already going to be able to find the misfinder, not going to break the defense, but it's at least keeping Neko stuck in the corner. Neko though going to be able to get an air tech in RRC right after and take MJ out.
Statement being made with the more Abato. MjKurase gonna get first crack at first this time. Just gives it up super quick though, so that way Neko Overlord is stuck in the corner. It's the counter hit. This is a big combo, ending with the Joker trick and the wall break. MjKurase trying to bring us to a match point situation.
Absolutely, there we go. 1 HP left. Gotta find it here. Yes, you do. And this can be potential bet point right now for MJ. Neko still has signs of life, but already stuck in the corner, and misfinders are flying.
Giving up burst. Might be the last burst of this match right now, as MjKurase kind of being defensively strong right now. Neko Overlord though, wait a minute, finds a stray hit. There's the sword explosion, sending MjKurase through the wall. MjKurase gonna have burst here in just a minute. Neko Overlord though has 100 attention to work with to try and YRC and make something happen. Never mind, MjKurase finds the hit. We'll seal it up and we'll move on.
GG's to Neko Overlord, but there's
a very strong competitor. Both of these players are just masters in their own right, so this match can take as long as or as short as both of them want. We can already see Mike getting the life lead off of the funny throw, but giving up burst in kind.
Nice hit there. Mikesaftig trying to block a lot of this pressure. Bandit Bringer, bring yourself back in here.
Indeed, and now trying to stagger offense, trying to catch Classified, pressing a button. Not quite, just caught Classified not holding back, but here we go. Classified escaping the corner. There's a PRC for Mike to try and do something funny. No, Classified just mashes the throw.
Nice drill kick in there. BRC come out, try to 5P, wasn't able to find an opening. Both of them playing so defensive, but the throws keep coming out. PRC could be very good from Mikesaftig. They're able to land another hit, but the anti-air coming out from Classified, able to keep them alive. Throw Mikesaftig into the corner to get the tap dust, get the RRC. That's the first round.
What a first round to get as well, just before Mike gets back their burst to try and do something with it. Classified already forcing Mike into the corner. This is actually a really good situation for them. Mike already bleeding heavily. There's the Bandit Bringer to go back down to earth, but fuck it, Volcanic Viper.
Okay, nice 2P coming out there too, coming out from Classify. There you go, beautiful Wild Assault. Send them to the wall, break that wall. This could be it for Mikesaftig on this first game. Gotta clutch up, the tap dust gets 5P though. Can you find one last opening?
RC drift down after the Bandit Bringer gets blocked, and the throw to do it. Classified, first one on the board.
Beautiful start there coming out from Classified. Gotta see, though, what's going to be happening next. Because Classified had a really strong game, but I just want to point out that first round. Because that first round, they were both playing super safe, super careful. Never really felt like anybody made a truly big opening until Classified was able to get some nice hits at the end.
Yeah. I'm not sure if these two have played against each other in the past before, but this definitely that first round definitely felt like more of a feeling out round. Looking at both of our players' paths tonight, they have not played each other, and I don't think that either of these two have played each other in a previous tournament within the last week, so this might be their first time playing against each other in some time, as we can already see Mikesaftig giving up burst. Classified firmly in the driver's seat as they get a nice anti-air side switch to keep Mikesaftig in the corner for spending meter, going through the wall.
Very strong start for Classified. Already the BRC coming out though. Mikesaftig trying to give an answer, especially after that Wild Assault. BRC though gonna send you juggling and take the round. Classified already halfway through the rounds necessary for this win, showing no signs of stopping. Tried to set up a 2K2D potentially, but Mikesaftig just answered it before they could. Doesn't matter though, we're at the wall.
Back throw incident was the start of this situation. Classified still has all their burst to work with, has not touched that meter at all. Mikesaftig needs to find something, and quick, as Classified fully loaded up. That's 100 tension and 100 burst as well. Alright, 50 tension gets used. Mikesaftig, no funny dust loop, but has to give up burst. Mike needs to continue pressure somewhere.
Oh my goodness, the amount of juggle is insane, and Mikesaftig able to clutch it up.
Yeah, but working from behind with burst as we go into this final round of the second game, really needs something here.
Absolutely. What is our answer going to be? That's the question. Nice kick coming in though from Classified. Juggle Mikesaftig once again. Kick them straight to the wall. Can't break it, but hey, that's fine. We're gonna get our opening soon. Maybe not though. Mikesaftig is back alive. But you throw him. And you RRC them.
Absolutely tap dust combo for Classified. Mikesaftig going through the wall. Has maybe two chances to make something happen. One with burst. That gets hit. Has to pick the right moment to burst. It is a 5P bouquet for Classified as they send Mikesaftig through the wall and claim that second game.
2-0 right now. Mikesaftig, again, they're showing signs of life. They're showing they're able to live against Classified, but they're just not able to continue that for a long period of time.
Mikesaftig just dusting themselves off and just going right back into it. They know they are on the very edge of being able to solve the problem that is Classified. Thing is, will Classified even allow them the opportunity? Mikesaftig already giving up first pretty early on. Classified in full control as this, what is potentially this final game starts.
Absolutely. We go trying to 2D, gonna go for the BRC right now, going for another 1-2. We find a strong opening here. Bandit Bringer though, gonna send us straight to the wall. RRC, the burst got baited. Very bad for Classified.
That's huge for Mike. Yeah, Classified gonna have to hold this wall break, although finds the straight hit. Mike now in a world of trouble. Finds the straight hit, gets the knockdown, and converts to win the first round of this third game.
Think that little side switch there that crossed up on Classified with that corpse really messed them up. As you saw, their attack went in the opposite direction of where Mike was going. Very good for Mike, especially since they're already knocking out 50% Classified's HP, and we're jumping in, you know, we're trying to get more. Kick our way, RRC, burst though gets activated.
Mike trying to bait out the burst, Classified just waiting a beat longer, trying to catch Mike off guard, but Mike, there we go! Answers emphatically saying, I'm not going home just yet with a perfect.
Nice coming out there from Mikesaftig. Again, showing those signs of life. Classified, you gotta stop this reverse sweep if you want to win, and to do so, you gotta clutch up here and now. Make sure the momentum cannot continue.
Mankind. Duel one.
Indeed, and here we go. Can Mikesaftig continue on the warpath? Actually gets a really sick counter hit, and Classified forced to burst.
Nice.
Jeek gets a nice solid hit. Here we go. The Soul Far Slash doing its job right now.
Nice throw. Nice flip coming out there from Classified. Try to kick in once again, try to flip in. Mikesaftig though trying to keep themselves alive here. Can't watch out for that 2K2D. Classified gonna be able to hit him once again, keeping this corner game strong. Can we find something?
I don't know. Mikesaftig might have wanted a refund on that Wild Assault, as Classified now bringing it to match point. Mikesaftig needs to answer fast. Classified draws burst out of Mikesaftig and continues the combo. Big Soul Far Slash.
Nice, the PRC though, not going to be able to save Classified's life. They are close to that burst though, if they want to utilize that. But because of that health, I don't know if they want to use it right here now. We're going to save that for the next round.
Mikesaftig working on survival point right now to bring it to a game 5, but working at a burst deficit. Classified with the run-up throw. There's another run-up throw. We're playing some Street Fighter.
Absolutely. The punch gets backdash, but it's fine because the kick is able to connect. 8-8 RRC. Boom, 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 boom. We got wall. We're breaking it, but we're so close to Mike having burst once again. Gotta make sure that this is your last-ditch effort right now, both of you.
Air throw is the option for Classified. Mike finally gets burst, has to recognize when to use it immediately, but Classified shuts the door! Side grand final advantage.
Alright, let's see how this starts off. Already gonna be trying to poke, gonna be able to pop off with the do. Can SQ find a way to knock out Lurry from the sky?
I don't know, but Lurry looking to do funny Faust things right now. There's the low hit into the mix. The Scarecrow connects. There's a run under dust combo, and this I cannot believe that kill. Oh, that was so fucking sick.
Goodness, looks like Lurry doesn't really want to stop all that momentum because they keep moving up against SQ. Can't find the opening, but that's fine. You're still proving to have so much momentum. Oh no!
Oh no, indeed, SQ in a great situation, breaking the wall. Lurry gonna have to guess on what the sword refund is, and SQ getting a nice counter hit, although not fully converting. Lurry still stuck in the corner. There's a sword toss, though, that you have to contend with. Lurry manages to escape and put SQ in a corner situation of their own, but the reversal Morobato trades with the hammer.
Orc, a nice hit again. Gonna be taking this to a round 3. Lurry has to figure out here and now what to do if they want to get this win against SQ, as SQ already trying to dive in, trying to find a little bit of a pincer with some rocks, but Lurry just keeps crouch blocking.
Go away, Dwayne, please. Lurry stuck in the corner, getting sent through the wall with the Morobato. SQ looking to just smother Lurry. An unending offense, gets the stray hit. Another Morobato to go right through the corner. Lurry, last chance situation for you. Unfortunately, unable to make anything happen. SQ draws first blood.
SQ already going to be able to start out strong. Lurry had a really good first round, but SQ, again, with the crazy damage and, of course, how many wall bounce opportunities there are, especially jump-ins. Yeah, we got a crazy uphill battle if we take out this Ram.
We shall see, can Lurry make the adaptations needed? Can Lurry convert tonight? Try and get that winner side advantage. We saw the ejection from the eaten item earlier. I'm not sure what it was. Doesn't matter. SQ escapes. Forced to use burst. Burst actually off the table from both sides. Sends the bomb back to Lurry.
Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to get the wall. Got the wall bounce. Able to stop that super potential PRC from coming out there. SQ's gonna be able to jump in, 2K2D again, send a great sword, jump in, and find another opening. This is just the same thing. This is their set plan. Send in the great sword, and then jump in after the wall bounce.
Lurry looking a little outclassed now. SQ willingly running into the throw, gets hit by the 100-ton weight. But here we go, SQ. Oh, the sick hit. Morobato to go through the wall.
Nice, there we go. Baits the burst too. Morobato coming out. And there we go. SQ gonna be up 2-0.
Ugh. It's not looking great for Lurry, I'll be real.
It is okay. Lurry can still make the comeback. We've seen in the past Lurry have some great sets. We've seen them, but just before able to take out a Ram a few minutes ago, they can make the comeback. They know the matchup, but SQ is just showing such a mastery on this Ram.
SQ giving up burst pretty early, has to contend with the mini Faust. Go, my son! Keep SQ locked down into the corner as there we go, mix to try and make something happen. The golf club comes out, connects, giving SQ a new do. Lurry now firing on all cylinders, trying to smother SQ in offense of their own, and SQ doesn't block the bomb. Okay.
Nope, they're just gonna be exploded. Doesn't matter. Oh, the whiff grab gonna be devastating for them as Lurry is going to start up their pressure. Gonna take them away from the wall. Sweep, wild assault. Gonna be going from the east to the west coast. There you go. Mix it up. Throw in your son. Maybe try to get some good food while you're in there, but nope, you're gonna get hit.
Wait,
son?
Wait! Oh my god! I would have lost my mind.
Close.
I would have lost my mind. Okay. Like literally the freaking TO would have had to mute me because I would have been screaming.
Would that have topped the banana YRC cancel moment for you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just all that pressure in the corner, and then your son just slashes her legs, and then you win.
Lurry, though, off of unending offense, finally on the board. Needs 2 more to complete the reverse sweep and get that grand final winner side advantage. Meanwhile, SQ trying to do their best, trying to make sure that Lurry doesn't have that opportunity. Okay, wait a minute. Picks up the trumpet. Also has the mini Faust as well. SQ finally gives up first, but not before taking a lot of damage.
There we go, the Scarecrow teleport coming in, blocking SQ to the corner. Another Scarecrow, you know what, it's kind of moving around right now. Jump in against SQ, try to find your opening, but this defense is on point. We're still getting some Chipp in there, though. Can we try to mix up with the Scarecrow? We get jumped on, though.
Falling Sword, such a weird button to try and interrupt. While Lurry now stuck in the corner, SQ probably, no, just gonna send Lurry through the wall. Lurry still has burst to work with. There's a reversal attempt, has to give up burst.
Goodness, gotta make sure they're playing careful too after using that burst, especially because SQ is close to 1-2.
Banana not coming into play at all. Last chance for Lurry to really try and make anything. Has the Afro stuck in the pocket. Throws out another one. Still has an Afro stuck in pocket. SQ's going to play a little bit of straight through.
Absolutely send you flying with the Mortar Bottle once again. This could be Lurry's last chance to make something happen, especially after this. Oh my goodness, another super coming out. Damage gonna be flying. Yeah, this is your last opportunity. You can't get hit here.
Burst on both sides used. Lurry's was a gold, I believe. SQ bursted, was a blue burst. But SQ getting the worst of the exchange. Wait a minute. Has an Afro applied. Lurry might be able to make the comeback happen. Baits out Morobato. RC Afro explosion might be able to send SQ through the wall. Wait, no. What is happening? What is happening?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. Watch out. Watch out for the Wild Assault. Get your jump in. Tap dust. Tap dust. The tap that made the comeback. Made the comeback, but you still need one more round to tie it up.
The Doctor still has a pulse. SQ still on the verge of winning, but Lurry not out of it by a long shot. Here we go, Morobato through the wall. Lurry already looking a lot worse for wear, bleeding heavily. Has to deal with strike throw. Doesn't guess right, and SQ closes it up. Will lock in winner's side advantage. Here we go. Marionette playing and Classified already landing the first hit, forcing MjKurase into the corner, finds another solid hit, already bringing Kurase through the wall. Classified in a really solid spot, barely 10 seconds passing.
Goodness, trying to move in once again, try to RRC. PRC though, coming out for Classified, trying to find an opening, but the burst comes out for Kurase, able to make some space against them, put them back into the corner. How's Classified gonna move?
I don't know, but they still got some burst to work with on their side. Finds a stray hit on MjKurase, gonna take this one coast to coast. Now, going to try and stagger offense. Never mind, lands the tap dust, goes through the wall. That's another positive bonus. And the 2D to seal it up. Classified. First round on the board.
Classified already able to take that, especially off that 2D, stopping MJ in their tracks. No signs of stopping though, forcing the burst on Classified's side. A little bit of a trade, still in Classified favor, as there we go, they get a hit, not able to confirm it, but MJ's trying to confirm.
MJ doing their best, actually drawing out a lot of blood from Classified. Classified forced to use the reversal super just to get some breathing room, but immediately into MJ's face, and MJ going to be forced through the wall. Has a little bit of wiggle room to work with this burst, immediately burns it. Dive kick super will seal it up. Classified wins the first game.
Classified just so much coming out from MJ, but they're always able to keep their defense up. And when they know they have an opening for a reversal or for some way to get back into the fray, they take full advantage of it. And that is what MjKurase has to watch out for right now.
Yes, indeedy. And now MjKurase needs to find an answer, otherwise it's going to be all classified heading to the loser's final against Lurry. You can already see awkward counter hit on both sides to start things off, although MjKurase already bursting classified into the corner. Good anti-air 5P, and now classified getting the corner of their own.
Absolutely. Try to drill kick your way in there. BRC coming through. Gotta be able to use the tap dust to secure that wall break. And MjKurase, what are you gonna try to do here? Trying to find your openings right now. You're gonna try to miss Finer. You're gonna try to poke. Not gonna find anything right now.
Kurase needs to find an opening. Never mind. The stagger does its job. Classified. Looking to be a little, it's gonna be, I'm sorry. It's looking to be easy street for Classified. That's what I was trying to say. Here we go. Classified starting this second round. Sending MjKurase through the wall. Half health gone already. This Johnny character not looking too good at the moment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
BRC coming through. Watch out for the YRC. They block it, but don't block the burst. Still coming through to save MJ here. Gotta find an opening. PRC coming in clutch for it. Finds another low. Could he be able to confirm into the wall break? Tap dust. This could be MJ's last chance for this game. And you find a strong opening. Like to get bursted out. One last chance. Can the Miss Finer do it? Can the PRC do it? 2P.
MjKurase just getting stuffed at every point in the match right now. Classified putting their buttons in the correct places to make sure that MjKurase can't get anything started. This is it for MjKurase. Can they start the reverse sweep right now, or is Classified going to have a fight with Lurry?
The big question. MJ's got to pull off a reverse sweep. Already starting off strong in the neutral here. Already setting Classified on the back foot to the wall. Can they find something? There we go. The signature 45-degree misfire gets the trick off and gets the super off and gets the hard knockdown and gets the tension. And we're still going strong. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Classified finds the combo starter right there. No burst given up just yet. Both players want to hold on to their burst meters for as long as possible right now. Classified gets hit though. MjKurase gets back thrown. Oh no!
Burst comes out. Miss Finer able to connect. Burst coming in last second for Classified. Could this be good for them? They cannot let MJ hit Classified right now. And yep, air dive kick super. Gonna get some crazy damage, but it's not enough.
Combo scaling just a little too high in combination with the guts. And the card throw for MjKurase finally getting around on the board. Can they convert and bring us to a game 4?
It's one more round win in order to secure that, and already having Classified blocking, good sign, but they're stopped blocking, now they're attacking, already taking so much health off, but they weren't watching for the super reversal. Gonna know what their name is now and send Classified away with a lot of damage.
Classified, no burst in sight just yet, but MjKurase just getting theirs now. Off to burst whenever they feel like it. Probably just going to take it into the next round. Double RC combo. Not sure what that was all about. I guess trying to draw MjKurase to burst. But here we go. Classified now on match point. Still has burst to work with. There's a back throw incident. Now MjKurase on the hunt.
Absolutely gonna use the Wild Assault there to secure the wall break. Already got a really strong poke. Gotta watch out for those 2Ds though coming out from Classified. And gotta watch your legs. You don't got burst right now, buddy, so you're gonna be taking all of this damage and that tap dust. You got one more burst though, both even in health right now. PRC starting out Miss Finer, gonna keep Classified in the corner. Watch out for that PRC right now, though. Nice anti-air. Burst already on Classified side. Oh, you got one last chance. What are you doing here?
Oh, finally gives up burst. Still has 50% to work with. Can try and do a super reversal to push through whatever pressure Classified throws their way. Never mind. Classified finds the hit. Will convert. No, drops it, but it doesn't matter. The 2P sealing it up. Break at all. Classified and Lurry just readying up. Winner moves on to face SQ in the grand finals, where they'll have to take 2 sets against our sole undefeated player tonight. Oh, Classified already off to not a great start. Already bleeding a little bit. Lurry. Command grab, PRC forward, command grab. All right, I appreciate the tenacity, especially when it leads to something like this. Last chance for Classified to make anything happen in this round.
Last chance indeed, and the chance is going to be taken away because Lurry's going to be able to take that first round. Classified, though, already having a very strong neutral. Lurry stuck on the wall here. The tap not going to be able to hit for the wall break, just a little too late.
Yes, but Lurry not able to take advantage of it. Go, my son, hold down the neutral, but the dive kick. No, the natural combo breaker from the mini Faust.
Go RRC? That's round 3. That's round 3.
Yeah. I thought Classified was gonna fall there for just a moment, but it was Lurry. Unable to convert anything after the natural combo breaker, but here we go. Last round in this all-important game 1. Classified already got the new do set on fire. Here we go. Another mini Faust. What is this luck? And the bomb as well. Sending it through. Classified bursting through everything.
There we go. Volume. Try to volume to the wall. Classified, though, able to get out. Trying to send Lurry over there now. Kick actually follows them out, but it's fine. Yay RRC. Able to juggle now. Send them straight to the wall. Not enough to wall splat, and that means Lurry's getting out of here.
Lurry. Teleport PRC should be able to block. No, can't! Classified! Out of nowhere! Finds the hit, finds the super, will go up 1-0.
Nice! Coming out there from Classified, able to clutch up and secure their first game, but still so close between these two. It's still anybody's game.
Not sure, did Lurry try to press a button on that PRC? I don't know, but at this point, Classified firmly in the driver's seat. Lurry needs to find an answer as Classified starting things off, putting Lurry in the corner. Lurry giving up first, didn't want to see what that combo was.
You have to block. Of course, you got to jump. Make sure you don't get hit by your bomb, but you're stuck in the wall. Classified, gonna keep jabbing you. Send you flying, Lurry. What's your answer going to be? Nice sweep right there. Mix again. Send the wall. Try to jump in, but Classified, they're on point right now.
Yes, indeedy. Classified not giving up first just yet. What is all this? That's a banana, that's a bomb, and that's a banana peel. Although there's the trumpet. The dive kick will find its mark. And Lurry gonna die.
Okay. Classified, able to take that first round. It's fine, but 2K2D already coming in clutch for Classified. Trying to make some space with Lurry here. Try to kick in. Nice, coming in with the wild assault. There we go. Send you flying, tap dust once again. What are you going to be doing here, Lurry?
Answer, needs to find one fast, gets a fat counter hit, and the mixes as well. What is all this? The 100-ton weight doing its job, although Classified does get the trumpet.
Have burst here, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to use it. No, it does not wall break, and the burst just gets ignored, baited, and now Classified gonna be up 2-0.
No matter what happens, it's gonna be A rematch tonight. Classified looking to try and avenge their 3-2 loss against SQ if they manage to seal it up. Meanwhile, Lurry wants to try and avenge their 3-1 loss if they can start the reverse sweep right now. But it's going to be tough for Lurry. Classified is firmly in the driver's seat as we begin this third game. A little bit of the neutral here. Mix, puts Lurry in the corner, immediately gives up first.
Here we go. Trumpet going for Classified this time. Trying to be very careful. Able to land 2K2D. Doesn't do much more after that. Wild Assault goes unnoticed, but hey, it's fine. We got our throw, got our jump in. BRC coming in clutch again too. But now, Lurry got a hit on us. What are we doing?
I don't know, but manages to find the hit, manages to convert into the mix, into the wall break. That's going to be a positive bonus, although Classified going to be the first one to get first crack at burst. YRC is the option. Lurry finds the hit. Classified forced to give up burst, and now it is the Lurry show.
Hook line and sinker coming out. There we go. Lurry gonna put themselves on the board in the rounds. They do not want to die just yet.
The command grab. Classified knew what Lurry was gonna try and go for, and now Lurry's stuck in the corner. Wait a minute, the dive kick into the mix, bringing Classified into the corner. What was that item? It was a mini Faust. Classified gotta be careful. Has to RC up to avoid it, but still able to convert.
Nice. Gotta watch out for the super though. Lurry gonna be able to hit it. Bring the wheelchair over. Break your shins. Ooh, that does not look like a good face. Especially as Lurry's continuing this pressure. Wild Assault, command grab. What else we got in our tricks?
Igniting the afro. We're trying to get something here. A clash gets canceled. And now Classified in a one-touch situation potentially. Gets up the YRC. Goes for the Wild Assault. We're playing strike throw.
YRC? Oh, the throw. The throw.
Yeah. Strike throw was the guess. Throw was the call. Classified ending up on the right side there, and now on match point, Lurry needs to find an answer and needs to find an answer fast as Classified firmly in the driver's seat. Wait a minute, the scalpel gets the hit, but no mix conversion.
Just trying to jab out with some P's. There we go. Able to put Lurry back onto the wall. We got a bar of tension if we want to use it on the BRC. Lurry though, trying to find any opening they can to make it back in. Wild Assault, both of them just blocking, but Classified able to make a hit happen.
Classified wants to make sure that Lurry doesn't have a chance to burst with the Wild Assault, and it's going to work out wonderfully. Classified will get their run back against SQ.
Yes, indeed. SQ now has to fight Classified.
Go, Guilty Gear is what we're focusing on right now. It is grand finals. We've got Classified who needs to win 2 sets. SQ only needs to win 1.
Right. Are we starting off here? Nice hit on SQ to start off. SQ trying to keep Classified locked in the corner. Able to burst out though, trying to make an escape. Might not be for long though, because we're just hit locking them right back into that corner.
And good timing for SQ as well, throwing the second sword just as the first one was returning back. Classified, looking a little worse for wear right now. Still has 50 tension and 50 burst to work with, but going through the wall, SQ gonna accumulate some pretty nice resources pretty quickly. Back throw is the option for Classified. And SQ goes for the reversal Moribado, gets blocked, has to RC it.
Fine though for SQ, they still have the advantage in health here, but it's starting to get closer and closer. Trying to be safe, gets a low into the sword, needs one more good hit if they want to take this round. Able to get it off the jump. Classified just flew a little too close to the sun there. That's fine, because they're showing that they can make SQ scared, but not with this Wild Assault coming out.
Yeah, but another thing as well is that in that first round, once SQ got that health lead and once Classified had to make something happen, SQ was content to sit back, with punish with the sword swing, but here we go. Classified already bleeding heavily, although getting a nice conversion. SQ being sent back to the screen. Positive bonus on Classified side. SQ opting for a YRC to try and make something happen.
Absolutely. Wild Assault your way in. Gets the wall bounce with the great sword. Tries to make something else happen, but has no swords left. You got no more ammo. They're starting to come back to you, but you're stuck in the corner right now. How are you going to get out? Okay, you just jump and dash, and sword to catch the dash. First game, SQ.
SQ continuing where they left off in the original Classified matchup. They have won 4 straight against Classified right now. And they make it 5 straight. Are we going to see a 3-0 tonight for our grand finals? Only one way to find out as we start this second game.
Absolutely. There's only one way to find out, and already Classified able to get a nice throw on SQ, tries to drill kick, able to catch them in the air. That's one of the strengths of Giovanna. The throws are insane, and it's just showing tonight, especially trying to get a kick in.
Classified giving up first. SQ stuck in the corner. We're playing some strike throw. Here we go. SQ jumping the second throw. Oh no, Classified kind of in a bad spot right now. No tension to work with, no burst either. VRC forward for SQ, gets the second sword back. Here we go, there's the sword toss. We're going through the wall.
Absolutely going through the wall. Interesting, we did have Mortobello, did not use it to secure hard knockdown. Might be intentional though, especially because yes, we do have access to a PRC. Are going to be fine, especially since, you know, just trying to 5k, trying to find our opening once again. That's the burst right there. Able to close out the round.
Tap dust conversion for SQ. Again, looking to make it 5 straight against Classified tonight. So Classified looking to be the fly in the ointment right now. Have burst to work with. SQ sending a button and Classified sending the burst in time. Here we go, SQ being forced to the other side of the screen now.
There we go, trying to jump out. There you go, able to get a nice hit in the air. We got Classified stuck in the corner, able to get a little OTG off of these great swords, and there we go. Send Classified flying once again, but you gotta watch out. They like to dash in, they like to hit low. At least pick a YRC to save us for a little bit. There we go. Wild Assault, that's perfect.
Using the Morobato for the wall break, getting the positive bonus. Classified will get burst back in just a minute. Uses YRC to go through the wall or the sword throw, and then using the burst. SQ still only one sword to work with. BRC forward sends the second sword just as the first one returns. Situation that SQ has managed to put themselves in. Classified risk gauge so cranked, finds the stray hit, should be able to convert from here, and does.
There we go, playing so defensive against everything SQ was throwing out, and then once they found their opening, took full advantage. And I imagine SQ does not want to give them anything else tonight, because there we go, off of that Wild Assault, able to send Classified flying. PRC already in another corner. We find our hits, find our jumping, and Mortobello to go to the third section of the stage.
S&T and Classified looking a little rougher wear. Wait a minute, never mind. SQ getting the big hit on them, forced to use the burst, and now it is the Classified show. Wait a minute, never mind. SQ with the back throw conversion will make it 5 games straight tonight, and they're looking to end grand finals with a 6-win streak against Classified.
6-win streak. One last game to go if SQ wants to close it out and secure the win for week 43 tonight. Classified has such an uphill battle to go if they want the reverse sweep, but they've taken around, they've been able to take some, but Getting your burst baited, that's not what you need.
Absolutely not. SQ taking that burst bait and running with it. Classified is stuck in the trenches. They are going through it right now. Risk getting cranked, jumping the rock to try and make something happen, but SQ is on tournament point.
SQ's trying to run away with the money right now. They do not want to play any more Strive. They want to finish it out here and now, but that vault was a little too far. Put SQ straight into the corner, and Classified is trying to take full advantage of that fact. Were we blocking? Yes, we were able to save SQ's life and start a combo against Classified, putting Classified back in the corner, but the sweep!
Wait a minute, Classified trying to show signs of life here. SQ gonna be put through the wall. Will this kill them? Yes, it will. Classified looking to just bring it to a 4th game.
Already starting off again with another 2K 2D, send you straight to the wall again. SQ gotta watch for these lows, because if they don't, they're gonna keep getting hit. Tap Dust in order to secure that wall break. SQ keeps getting hit. We gotta block again.
And the win streak ends right here. Classified showing signs of life, saying you may get 5 straight on me, but you're not getting that 6th.
Classified, there you go, showing those signs of life, showing why that last set was so back and forth between you two, as now it could potentially go the same way, but I imagine Classified wants the free in their favor, not the 2.
Absolutely. Here we go. Again, SQ just needs one more game, and they will be your tournament champion tonight. Classified still has a mountain to go through as the burst gets baited. Not blocking the tap dust through the visual noise. Classified getting sent through the wall. This looks like SQ's round.
Anything can still happen though. Classified can still come back, but it's not looking likely. Mordobato, in order to secure the hard knockdown and some crazy tension benefit for SQ, but Classified try to make their way out, but just gets 2K'd into a combo. And now we are on tournament point.
Again, SQ looking to close things up, but Classified showing that tenacity. Not giving up in the slightest, blocking the sword toss, not guessing right on the strike throw though.
Oh, still stuck in the corner, gotta watch out for these jump-ins. Able to just miss both of these great swords coming in, but one of them is able to secure guard crush. Risk meter at a high. We have got to figure something out.
Classified managing to escape from the corner. SQ giving up 50% first, not to great effect though. Wait a minute, Classified, a big counter hit. Classified will they will concede, and SQ, I believe, will be tonight's champion.
My